a landmark date in the history of Liverpool Football Club. No matter whatever happens here, on this day in 1959, Bill Shankly was appointed the Liverpool manager, and we know what happened after that. Liverpool kick off, it's turned back to Kelleher, out towards the left-hand side for Cody Gakpo. Can't get a touch to keep it in play, so a throw-in to Manchester City, and the first 5-10 minutes going to be important in terms of setting the tone, Craig.
Yeah, it is absolutely vital. You know, Liverpool need to be right at it from the off, put Manchester City under pressure, let them know they're going to be in for the game, and then when they've got the ball, nice and composed.
Liverpool
you can see now, Mike, just early on, we did wonder where Luis Diaz was going to play. He has started up central, hasn't he? Cody Gakpo's on the left. Yeah,
I think Diaz playing centrally just gives Manchester City's defenders a bit more to think about.
Well, he's going to drift, isn't he, into spaces where centre-halves don't really want to go. So.
And they're going to be going with him, and that will create spaces for others.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
Liverpool in possession with Cody Gakpo left-hand side, trying to wriggle away from a challenge and manages to win a throw-in. Going to leave it for Robertson to take midway inside the City half. Throws it back to Virgil van Dijk. Lofted ball forward. Headed away there by Manuel Akanji. Collected by Erling Haaland. Knocks it into the path of Phil Foden, but Liverpool win it back without too much fuss. Back it goes to Quevin Kelleher. And swiftly out to Van Dijk and then Robertson. Dominic Szoboszlai. Robertson back to Quevin Kelleher, who saved 2 penalties in successive matches, which takes a bit of doing, especially when one of them is taken by Kylian Mbappe. Here come Liverpool. Mo Salah, right-hand side, 15 yards from the edge of the City penalty. It gets a low cross in towards the far post, but it eluded Cody Gakpo, who'd made a movement towards it. Szoboszlai got into the penalty area as well. But interesting that Salah decided to get the ball into the box early.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2 good runs, wasn't it, from Gakpo and Szoboszlai. There wasn't enough quality on the ball from Salah. It was a bit low and quick for anyone to get on the end of it, but you could see what he was thinking.
Goal kick taken by Ortega out towards the left-hand side. Mo Salah wins possession back for Liverpool cleverly and finds Trent Alexander-Arnold. A smart pass in field to Szoboszlai. Back with Gomez. Gomez put under pressure there by Gundogan and decides to go back to his goalkeeper. Gomez receives it from Kelleher. Finds Alexander-Arnold. Lifts it forward towards Salah. Thumped into the Anfield Road.
That was weird, wasn't it,
lower
Mike?
Section from
Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, unusual to see him connecting with the ball like that in that position.
Yeah, it was almost
didn't try to kill it.
No, it was like a Peter Kay moment, wasn't he? Where he's just gone, let's have it. It was a ball that was chipped from this right back slot by Trent into the middle of the pitch, and he read it, but instead of trying to control it and keep the ball, he just banged it out for the goal kick.
That looks like a foul there by Nathan Ake on Mo Salah. I think Ake could have trouble with Salah today, I really do. And Mo Salah in the form of his life at the moment in terms of the goals and assists, and has fabulous consistency to his game. Liverpool restart from the free kick and goes back to Gomez, and McAllister and Gomez exchange passes. It's a poor ball given away by Trent Alexander-Arnold and helped on to Erling Haaland, who steps back into the centre circle. Good challenge there on Gundogan, and Liverpool break. Diaz threads it through. An opportunity here. Chance to have a crack at goal. Oh, it's saved by the keeper, Cody Gakpo. Looked as though maybe he could have taken it earlier on, but the flag's gone up for offside in any case. And the longer he waited, and then he's trying to find the space to cut in, and it's tightening up all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good move. Gravenberch it was who won the ball. I'm not really sure why he's give offside, because Gakpo certainly wasn't. When he's hit it, I think Diaz has just got in front of the keeper,
interfering with the line of sight of the goalkeeper. Yeah,
it didn't rebound and go back to Diaz. It was a good save actually by Ortega in the end, but it was a really good move by Liverpool. Gravenberch it was who won the ball brilliantly.
4.5 minutes gone. Luis Diaz with a push the back of Manuel Akanji. Free kick for Manchester City, midway inside their own half to the left of centre. Ruben Diaz receives it from Akanji. Dropping deep to collect is Bernardo Silva. Ake inside the D on the edge of the City penalty area. There is Ruben Diaz. And then Kyle Walker elects to go back to Ortega. Ortega's pass out, nicely controlled by Phil Foden. A lofted pass for Erling Haaland to chase after, but Gomez is there well before him. Heads it back to Keller and is there to collect the short throw from the Liverpool goalkeeper.
Well, it looks like Liverpool are just going to press Manchester City when they try and play out from the back, and they're saying to them, well, if you want to play through us, you have to go long.
Long ball downfield to give Diaz and Salah something to chase after, and something for Ruben Diaz to think about. He raced across and managed to get possession of the ball, but put it out for a throw-in. It's a lovely pass there from McAllister to the right-hand side. Szoboszlai, level with the penalty spot, pulls it back towards the near post. Diaz managed to get first contact on it, but wasn't clean enough to divert it towards goal or to one of his teammates, and it's comfortably collected in the end by Stefan Ortega in the City goal. 0-0, 6 minutes gone.
I mean, what a pass that was from McAllister, wasn't it? First time out to this left-hand side. And then when the ball found its way to Diaz, he just couldn't control it enough. You can see there, Phil Foden sort of starting centrally, isn't he, and dropping off. The City will give it away again.
Here come Liverpool. Ryan Gravenberch inside the penalty, tees it up nicely. Shot from Szoboszlai. Saved there by the City keeper. And City can't breathe because Liverpool are smothering them every time they try and bring the ball out.
Well, another good passage of play by Liverpool. Ball from Szoboszlai. It's just a little bit too hard, and it made the shot a little bit more difficult.
City in possession, 0-0, almost 7 minutes gone at Anfield. Foden inside the centre circle. That's a good ball to find Gundogan. Controls it, left-footed pass to the left-hand side. City in possession with Nunez. His intended pass is cut out there by Ryan Gravenberch, who followed him everywhere. Gravenberch gets it back from Trent Alexander-Arnold. A lovely chip pass to the left-hand side. McAllister's forward ball for Salah inside the penalty. Salah can't control it, but Cody Gakpo might be able to have a crack at goal. Driven shot from Szoboszlai is blocked. Szoboszlai challenges for the loose ball, and when it breaks, heads it down to Alexander-Arnold, crosses from the right-hand side. Here comes the cross, and Rico Lewis just gets a touch on it to take it out for a Liverpool throw-in over on this Kenny Dalglish side. But in fact, the referee's given a free kick for, or is it a throw into City? I thought I took a deflection off Rico Lewis. No, it's gone straight out, and it's going to be a City throwing deep inside their own half. And Liverpool have got City rocking at the back.
Well, they have. It's another half chance, isn't it, Mike? It was, I mean, I think he's hit himself with a Szoboszlai shot there that struck it really well, Szoboszlai. And it's hit Nathan Ake just in his wrist. But just before that, again, brilliant ball in, wasn't it, from Trent from this right-hand side. Liverpool had Diaz running across it, just couldn't get on it.
Liverpool have just had the capacity in the opening 8.5 minutes to open City up. They've had no joy yet, but
they've had two or three really good sights of it, haven't they? Yeah. Look how open City look. I mean, every time Liverpool get it in the middle of the park, they can get their head up and they can just play a ball in behind, because there's so much grass in behind the City defence. They're trying to keep really, really high.
They're trying to shorten the pitch, but they're offering Liverpool opportunities. W by Trent Alexander-Arnold, almost paid off, but scampering across to thump it out of play. But looked like a throw into Liverpool.
No one knew what they were doing there.
Yeah, it's gone out. It's taken a deflection of a Liverpool player, according to the assistant on the near side. So it's a City throw in, left-hand side, midway inside the Liverpool half. Ake to take.
They're just trying to slow things down now, City.
Yeah.
Liverpool have started that quick.
Gundogan works it back to Ake, can't control it. Long clearance, tip forward by Alexander-Arnold. Oh, Diaz just managed to get the first run on the City defence as he controlled it when it dropped from the skies fortuitously. It bounced off his shins and into the path of Kyle Walker. I think City got away with one there.
They look really dangerous, Liverpool. It's Diaz again. The second time he hasn't been able to quite get a ball where he wants it. Kyle Walker just stood off him, didn't he?
City clear, but Van Dijk knocks it in towards the edge of the City penalty area. Diaz inside the box, out to Walker in the right back position. Short ball, dummy by Gundogan. Liverpool win it back in towards the edge of the penalty. Szoboszlai shoots, blocked by the keeper. Szoboszlai edge of the penalty. Trent Alexander-Arnold's going to run to the dead ball line, attempts to get the cross in. It's blocked there by Nunez. Liverpool win the first corner of the game, and City already with just 10 minutes gone. It's all hands to the pump defensively.
Yeah. Liverpool playing so well. It was a really good strike, loads of power on it, low. Ortega again with a really strong hand just to push it out. But again, Liverpool get a sighted goal.
McAllister's going to swing this one out, right-footed. Virgil van Dijk's in position, and Gomez to attack the ball. Instead, it's short to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai back for McAllister. McAllister back for Szoboszlai. In comes the cross now. Virgil van Dijk! Oh, it's hit the post with the goalkeeper helpless. Oh my goodness, Liverpool so close to an opener. Van Dijk in space at the far post. Deliberate header. Beat Ortega and cannoned off the far post.
It was a really well worked corner, wasn't it? A couple of short passes here, ball in, far post by Szoboszlai. Van Dijk had got himself there. It was a mismatch at that far post. He rose, headed it across the keeper. Keeper was nowhere, and it hit the inside of the post, far post, and come back in. That's a brilliant ball from Trent.
Fabulous ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Salah down towards the byline, right hand side, collects it on his left foot inside the penalty. Salah shoots. Yes! 1-0 Liverpool. The Reds are in front. It's Cody Gakpo. In came the cross. Gakpo with a perfectly timed run as the ball from Salah threw across the goalkeeper. Gakpo deadly from 2 yards. And Liverpool get the goal that their early footballers merited. Salah with yet another assist. It was a lovely ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold to open up the City back line. In it came. Gakpo did the rest. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 0.
Mike, it's a fabulous goal. Everything about it, the quality on that goal. First of all, the pass from Trent to release Salah was unbelievable. And then Salah, loads of composure, took a touch, got his head up, had a look up, and just fed a lovely little ball into that far post where Cody Gakpo had made a great run, and he just tapped it in. Nowhere near offside. It's a brilliant, brilliant goal, and it's what Liverpool have deserved because they've threatened it. You know, we've only had 12 minutes, but in that 12 minutes, Liverpool have had so many sights at the Manchester City goal. Fully deserved. City look all over the place, Mike, actually.
Liverpool look threatening whenever they go forward. Like they are again now. Szoboszlai's chip ball for Salah to chase after. Akanji eventually gets it out of play.
Foden's down as well, I think.
Yeah.
He's took one.
Phil Foden's holding his right knee.
City need to do something, Mike, because the tempo of the game has caught them. They've been under severe pressure. Even when that goal went in, you could see all the heads had dropped as they were walking back to the centre circle.
Liverpool are running all over them.
They are.
And through them. Manchester City send a couple of their medical staff on to check on Phil Foden. The cop in great voice, so too the rest of Anfield. Full house as you'd expect for a game of this magnitude. Just a reminder of the full-time scores in the early kickoffs. A day to forget for Everton. They got beat 4-0 by Manchester United at Old Trafford after a decent opening first half hour. 2 goals from Marcus Rashford and 2 for Joshua Zirkzee. Chelsea beat Aston Villa by 3 goals to 0. Nicholas Jackson, and then other strikes from Fernandes and Palmer. Brennan Johnson put Tottenham a goal in front against Fulham, but Tom Kearney with the equaliser. It ended up 1 apiece.
Well, there's a real inquest going on in them Manchester City players. They're all congregated just outside the box. You can see Bernardo Silva going round, Kyle Walker's going round. There's 1 or 2 of them who are having a few words. Ruben Diaz is trying to G his players up.
They're really not sure, are they?
No, they're not. I don't think they know what they're doing. I don't think they know how to stop Liverpool. because it's been wave after wave.
It would be bad enough if you've got a three-pronged trident of Salah, Gakpo and Diaz running at you, but it's Liverpool's midfielders getting into advanced positions. We've seen it already with a couple of cracks on goal from Dominic Szoboszlai, Trent Alexander-Arnold with that incredible pass, and Liverpool are opening City up at will.
Yeah, they are. City look really open. It's just the way Liverpool are playing.
Play restarts
really quick
with a Liverpool throw in right-hand side with Alexander-Arnold. Eventually it's...
I mean, look at the line that Manchester City are holding. It's really
very high, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not like Liverpool have got to hit a 40 or 50-yard ball to get people in. It's a 20-yard ball.
Gravenberch's pass to the left-hand side. Cody Gakpo. And then it's helped on. Gravenberch again involved.
Won the ball so many times.
Yeah, in tight areas. Liverpool win a throw-in. Rico Lewis isn't happy with that. He thinks it should have been a City throw-in. Nothing doing with that sort of claim, and the throw-in's taken by Robertson. Goes back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk is going to work it square for Gomez, but goes back to Keller, who's 7 or 8 yards outside his penalty area. Puts his foot on the ball, calms things down a little bit, waits for Liverpool to get into position, and works a short pass to McAllister back with Kelleher and Gomez. Right edge of the penalty area. Clip ball forward. Headed forward by Akanji. Chested pass by Gundogan. City, with a bit of good fortune, managed to maintain possession, but then Liverpool win it back and up towards Mo Salah, being held again there by Nathan Ake. I thought that was a free kick for the Liverpool, but it's
against Salah,
offside against Salah. City take the free kick. Kyle Walker on the right-hand side. Forward pass towards Erling Haaland. Closely watched there by Virgil van Dijk. Neither player got a contact on it. But so far, Liverpool asking all the questions. Alexander-Arnold, 6 or 7 yards from the edge of his own penalty area, goes back to Quivien Kelleher. 17 minutes gone. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 0. Full commentary on Total Sports Sunday. Lovely ball forward for Mo Salah. He just got away from Nathan Ake for a moment, and you just thought he was going to be able to home in on goal, but Ake got the challenge in. It's behind for another Liverpool corner.
Mike, that's the one for me. Another unbelievable ball by Trent. It's the outside of his right foot. He's
and it just
fed it inside and come back.
Yeah.
And you can see how much quicker Salah is than Ake. And if City are going to play a high line like that, then for me, that's all you're looking for. Just get most of the time his runs, get it in behind him, and he'll be running in behind him all day.
And Virgil van Dijk can play those passes as well. Corner for Liverpool, right-hand side. McAllister to take. Szoboszlai's coming, thinking about a shot. No, not this time. In it comes. Headed goal! It's by Virgil van Dijk. In fact, it was just wide of the target.
Should have been 2.
Yeah, Van Dijk with a powerful header, and he had a clear sighted goal. Connected perfectly. It was about less than a foot wide, I think.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he can't believe he's missed it. He's got there. He could see the ball. His contact was brilliant,
hasn't he? Yeah. Major contact, but just wide. City take the goal kick. Liverpool lead 1-0. City have no answer to Liverpool's conviction and thrust in the final third, and Salah works it in for Diaz. Diaz helps it on to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh, scooped over the bar by Cody Gakpo in a great position as Liverpool tore another hole in the City back line. That was a lovely bit of invention on several fronts there.
Yeah, it was. There was a brilliant bit of interplay, and then when the ball found its way from Diaz into Trent running in the box, he just took a heavy touch, come to Gakpo on his right foot, and it was a really poor finish. He just scooped it over the bar. I just hope that Liverpool don't rue some of these chances that are going begging, because they're really, really good chances. I mean, City are playing with fire,
aren't they? There's 3 Liverpool players surrounding Akanji. Then in the end, City managed to play the ball out of the danger zone, but they haven't gone anywhere. An element of good fortune. They're having to come back. and they're having to come back constantly because there's no platform to build from the halfway line onwards as it stands so far. But here's Phil Foden trying to get at the end of the flick by Nunez. McAllister takes charge, turns it back to Quevin Kelleher, guarding the goal away to our left hand side of the Anfield Road end. Has to backpedal a little bit to get the ball under control, then finds Gomez, chip ball forward, Salah with the contact, header there by Bernardo Silva, but Liverpool win it back. Trent Alexander-Arnold in the right back position, goes back to his goalkeeper, safety first, and then lofted forward to Cody Gakpo. Out jumps Kyle Walker, and a lovely touch onto Robertson. Liverpool rampaging forward again. Robertson gets the cross in. It's just about blocked by Rico Lewis, but it's behind for another Liverpool corner.
It's a great run by Andy Robertson. Good play by Gakpo. Good strength against Kyle Walker. Then played one just down the line where Robertson had made a really good run. Rico Lewis had half left him and let him go, but in the end he did recover to stop the cross. It's still behind for a corner, and we've already seen Van Dijk get his head to two of these.
21 minutes gone. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 0. Total Sport, every commentary home and away with Liverpool in their domestic football calendar. It's a corner that Trent Alexander-Arnold's going to take left-hand side, going to swing it in with that right boot of his.
Ruben Diaz has just pushed.
In it comes towards the near post. City get a first contact, but it almost fell perfectly for Szoboszlai. Cleared on as far as Alexander-Arnold with a long looping cross beyond the far post and behind for a goal kick. Yeah, there was a bit of pushing and shoving going on there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Diaz is lucky because he pushed Ruben Diaz, that is. He pushed, I think he had a push at Gakpo first, and then Luis Diaz was pushed as well by him.
He was quite fortunate that
he didn't take the corner.
None of the Liverpool players, made a meal of it. City in possession, still being penned back by Liverpool's constant threat.
Well, Mike, we've had 20 or 22 minutes, and I can't remember City looking a threat.
Long ball forward, Alexander-Arnold gets there before Nunez, touches it back to Keller inside his own penalty area, and he clears out towards the left-hand side. Yeah, that was about the closest City have come to doing anything in and around the Liverpool penalty area, and it was by virtue of a long, lofted, hopeful pass.
Yeah, and Trent really was in control of it.
City take the throw in on the right-hand side. Back it comes to Ruben Diaz. Ake, 20 yards short of halfway, finds Diaz again. Diaz back to Ortega, who's made some really good saves for City so far. Gundogan works it back to Diaz. Diaz just to the right of centre, 15 yards from the edge of his own penalty area, finds Ake, who's to the left of centre, then Gundogan further out to the left, goes back to the goalkeeper again. Noticeably had to control it on his right foot there, the keeper. And City playing really dangerously, and Liverpool sees back possession. Robertson finds McAllister, but he couldn't maintain possession in the key areas as Rico Lewis comes forward. Bernardo Silva finds Gundogan inside the centre circle, controls with the left and right-footed ball to the left-hand side. Nunez inside the penalty area, checks onto his right foot. Good challenge by Alexander-Arnold to win possession, and then races away. Nunez with the challenge against the laws and regulations of football. He gets a yellow card for that, and Liverpool get themselves a free kick.
That's brilliant from Trent. Great 1v1 defending. Reece Nunez running at him left-hand side of the box. He gets a really good foot in, then runs away up the line, gets his body in between.
Nunez was frustrated after being robbed of possession, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's the key to it.
Really good play.
Free kick for Liverpool. Gomez takes it, gets it back from Alexander-Arnold. 1-0 Liverpool lead. 24 minutes gone. Liverpool could be 2 or 3 in front quite easily. Kelleher short for Gomez. Gomez for Szoboszlai. Nice turn from Szoboszlai. And then finds Gravenberch as Liverpool go back to the keeper again. And then a hurried pass results in City winning back possession. Here's Akanji, midway inside the Liverpool half. Erling Haaland. Van Dijk got the challenge in. It was just enough to take it away out of harm's way, but City have won it back high up the pitch, and Gundogan left hand side rolls it back to Bernardo Silva. Nathan Ake in towards Foden. Foden back to Ake. Gundogan looks as though he's carrying a little bit of excess there. Bernardo Silva. Kyle Walker trying to turn away from his man and get City going again, but in the end, as the Liverpool's pressing, they have to go back to Ortega. Ortega out to Akanji, and then Akanji back to Ortega. And Liverpool just pressing the life out of City.
Yeah, I mean, City are having to move the ball really quick just to get themselves out.
Forward ball controlled nicely by Foden. Foden foul there by Ryan Gravenberch, and that's going to be a free kick for Manchester City. And Núñez with his arms outstretched.
Yeah,
trying to say to Cowan,
he's trying to get Gravenberch
booked.
But that's totally different. Gravenberch was
different sort of challenge.
Yeah, it was a genuine attempt to play the ball. Núñez wasn't.
City in possession. Short ball from Bernardo Silva to Akanji. Foden helps it on to Ake. Ake up the left-hand side for Gundogan. Swept in field by Núñez towards Foden. Foden inside the penalty area. Tried to tee it up there for Rico Lewis, but Liverpool won it back with McCallum, with Ryan Gravenberch. Not able to get it clear. I think it was Cody Gakpo who won it back and not able to clear, but here comes Núñez on the left-hand side, back for Akanji. Nathan Ake and Akanji combine. Foden, Núñez. Akanji running in behind the Liverpool defence. Cross towards the far post. Van Dijk beats Erling Haaland to the ball. Heads it out of harm's way, and it's collected in the end by the Liverpool goalkeeper, Quiveen Kelleher.
Yeah, it was well defended, wasn't it? Akanji made a run, got to the byline inside the box and just lifted one far post, but Virgil van Dijk was well in control of that one, won the header, and then Quiveen Kelleher ended up mopping up. So defended well, Liverpool.
It's the first time City have looked like a real threat with that running behind from Akanji, but here come Liverpool. Zoba's live for Mo Salah, right hand side on his left foot, cutting in, cross towards the far post. Gakpo heads it across the 6-yard box towards Diaz, but it's beyond Diaz and collected by Ortega.
Yeah, I mean, there was only Diaz and Gakpo really in the box. Gakpo, when the ball came over high from Salah, he only had one option, and that was Diaz, and just couldn't find him. But they've been a little bit better, City, the last couple of minutes. They've had a little bit of control on the ball.
They look a bit more settled, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
As the rain,
because of this fella Foden,
falls down,
started to get on the ball a little bit more, Mike.
And getting into dangerous areas, Foden. Just a light drizzle at the moment. Hopefully we don't get too much more than that. But Liverpool leading by a goal to nil. Courtesy of Cody Gakpo's close range finish after excellent work initially from Trent Alexander-Arnold and then Mo Salah. Bernardo Silva up towards halfway. Rico Lewis back to goal under pressure from Van Dijk. Manages to pick out Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker turns it back to Ruben Diaz. Right-footed ball out towards the left towards Núñez. Chests it down, but it's collected by Trent Alexander-Arnold, but then given away to Ilkay Gundogan. Foden. Foden goes back to Akanji. Akanji for Ruben Diaz inside the centre circle, inside the Liverpool half. Short ball for Kyle Walker. Back with Diaz. And Akanji. Akanji's ball is cut out by McAllister. Liverpool go forward again. Salah checks back to pick out Alexander-Arnold. Short ball for Gomez. Gomez takes the safety first option. Goes back to his goalkeeper, Quiveen Kelleher. 29 minutes gone. Liverpool lead 1-0. Craig Hignett.
Yeah, I mean, I just mentioned it before about City trying to look like they've settled down now, don't they, after almost 30 minutes. But Liverpool still look really dangerous. City look open. They're playing that high line, and when the ball goes in behind them, they do look really vulnerable to runs, particularly from Salah. But it's been a really good start for Liverpool.
McAllister out towards the left-hand side. Andy Robertson couldn't keep it under his control after he rode a couple of challenges. He was struggling to maintain his balance. Here's Szoboszlai. On it goes to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Shoots, it's blocked. He's going to go after a throw-in on this.
Well, his eyes lit up.
The right-hand side.
Didn't he? His eyes lit up, Trent. He got himself in a great position inside that pitch. Took a touch, edge of the box, looking at that far corner. And he struck it well enough. I think it's come off Akanji, it was. He's got himself in the way.
Throw and take a level with the edge of the City penalty by Alexander-Arnold, who gets it back there from Gravenberch. Picks out Gravenberch again. Back for Gomez. Diaz and Gomez exchange passes, and then Gomez just inside City territory to the right of centre, angles a pass out to the right for Ryan Gravenberch. Back with Gomez. And then Gomez with a lovely crossfield ball to pick out. Cody Gakpo gets it under his control. Running at Kyle Walker, then finds Diaz just outside the penalty area. Diaz, lovely pass out to pick out Alexander-Arnold, right edge of the box. Then Gravenberch cuts it back for Gomez. Gomez short for Virgil van Dijk. Gomez again inside the centre circle. Short. McAllister with a pass. And Van Dijk. Gomez again. Goes back to Quivian Kelleher. Liverpool not bothered about bringing Kelleher into play whenever necessary, as Szoboszlai just had to stretch there to reach a pass. And Phil Foden is going to get a booking now because...
Well, I don't know how they can argue with that, because it was a brilliant turn by Gravenberch, and he's
turned away from him and left Foden trailing in his wake, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Foden's just a blatant shirt pull back. It's a yellow card all day long.
Lovely turn there from Gravenberch. And he's fabulous in as much as when he receives a pass, he's on the half turn just as he's coming to him.
He just gets his body in the way, doesn't he? And when he does turn, it makes it really difficult for the player trying to catch him to get on the right side of him. The ball's always too far away.
Such an impressive performer in every game for Liverpool. Right hand side, Salah gets on the end of a lovely pass. Invites a challenge from Ake, who's put it behind for another Liverpool corner.
But again, it's just a simple ball, isn't it? Over Ake. Salah outpaces him, wins a corner. I mean, I'd like to see Mo run inside him. You know, start on the outside and then run inside him, so he's running in on goal and not so much down towards the corner flag.
So Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez inside the penalty area, and Luis Diaz in a central position. Salah at the far post. Szoboszlai is ready to receive a short if necessary. In comes the corner from McAllister. City get header clear. Trent Alexander-Arnold just wide with a right foot shot, but if it was on target, I'm not too sure Ortega was anywhere near it.
No, he was just looking at it, the keeper. I'm not sure he knew where it was. It was a brilliant touch on the edge of the box from Trent, and then when he struck it, I think it might have hit the outside of the post.
Yeah, it wasn't too far wide, was it?
It was just brilliant strike.
Just wide. 33 and a half minutes gone. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 0. Liverpool's supremacy in goal terms should be more than it is. City long ball forward for Nunez. Gomez runs in behind Liverpool defender and then brings down Nunez brings down Gomez, and Liverpool eventually get the ball up the field to Mo Salah. Salah left-footed ball back to Szoboszlai almost on halfway. And Gomez. See, Liverpool are quite prepared at times to go slow with the build-up, aren't they? And then add the thrust.
They're trying to bring City onto them, aren't they?
To bring them out, Edge of the penalty area, left-hand side, Szoboszlai. Linking up nicely there with Cody Gakpo, and there's Robertson. Gakpo inside the box. Gakpo going to try and pull it back. Oh, just managed to do with an outstretched boot when City's defenders thought it was going behind for a goal kick. Has that gone out? No. Liverpool appeal for a corner. Referee waves play on, but Liverpool have got possession just inside their own half with Virgil van Dijk. Gomez, McAllister's pass is a poor one this time. It's straight to Akanji, threads it through to Foden. Ilkay Gundogan can't get away from Ryan Gravenberch, but the referee is going to give a free kick and a yellow card for Gravenberch's challenge there.
He was just on the wrong side of him, Gravenberch. There was a little shove in his back.
He was not in a position that if he was going to make a challenge, it was going to be pretty hard pressed to win the ball fairly, wasn't he? From there?
He was. I mean, he had the legs on Gundogan. You could see that. He probably got back in the next 4 or 5 yards.
City free kick, 18-20 yards from the edge of the penalty area, fairly central. But City have got a whole horde of players discussing who's going to do what.
And they've got more players around the ball.
Yeah, and nobody inside the penalty area. That should work for Liverpool quite well, I think. In the end, it's going to be Bernardo Silva who's going to take it. Still, not that many City players inside the box. But they've got 4 on the edge of it, City. As Kyle Walker works it short for Bernardo Silva. Gundogan goes back to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker for Bernardo Silva.
I mean, that's
with a long, hopeful cross. That's easily collected by Keller, and in some ways that actually is indicative and sums up Manchester City in the first 36 minutes, because I'm not so sure on a lot of occasions so far they're playing off the cuff and they just really haven't got much clue about how they can get back into this game.
That looked like they'd never practiced a free kick before in their lives, didn't it? We only had 4 people in the line, then there was a short one, then they went backwards, and before you know it, they're just hitting an aimless ball through to the keeper.
Liverpool win possession right hand side as Nunez couldn't keep it in play. Lovely ball from Szoboszlai towards Cody Gakpo, but Kyle Walker just got there a split second before him and then turned and lashed it away, and Liverpool have a throw in. It's taken already by Andy Robertson. Picks out McAllister after an exchange of passes with Virgil van Dijk. McAllister, short pass there for Cody Gakpo, whose goal still separates the two sides. Still Liverpool leading by a goal to nil. Van Dijk in possession, crossfield ball looking for Salah. Salah controls it in an instant. Very impressive. It's a lovely ball towards Diaz. Diaz fouled inside the penalty area, was he? No, says the referee as Diaz went down under a challenge. Another fantastic ball there to open up the City back line.
What a pass it was. Diaz got the wrong side, didn't he, Kyle Walker? He just put enough pressure on him. Wasn't too many complaints I didn't see from the Liverpool players wanting a penalty.
No. Here comes Gundogan. Forward pass for Haaland to chase, but Alexander-Arnold is there way before him, and he clears up towards Salah. Salah's fouled by Nathan Ake. The referee waves play on.
I can't believe it.
That looked like a foul. Bernardo
he doesn't get them though, does he, Salah?
No, not often enough.
No,
for the amount of times it happened.
He's got his body in the way, and he's just been bundled over. It's a foul.
Silva to Akanji, Nunez. Bernardo Silva, short ball for Gundogan. Gundogan short for Haaland. Rico Lewis inside the penalty area. Shoots, it's just wide. Didn't really get hold of it, just stabbed it with his right foot after the link up with Haaland. Kelleher, his dive, I think he may have had it covered in any case, but it was wide of the post, and Liverpool have got themselves a goal kick. But City just occasionally looking a bit more of a threat, aren't they? And when it's at 1-0, then
it was a really poor finish actually from.
He's just towed it right.
He tried to tow it and kick the floor with it. Andy Robertson got caught in two minds, didn't know whether to close him down or not. I mean, that's a foul all day long. And again, Salah doesn't get it.
Salah was being held as the ball was hit up towards the halfway line. The referee waved play on, and City with Rico Lewis, Erling Haaland. Out came the challenge from Joe Gomez to partially get it clear, but City come again. Right hand side with Ilkay Gundogan. Kyle Walker's running outside him, and then the ball back to Bernardo Silva, and his pass save for Kyle Walker was absolutely dreadful, and it's behind for a Liverpool goal kick. 39, almost 40 minutes gone at Anfield. Liverpool leading by a 0-0. Cody Gakpo's close range finish after superb work by Mo Salah, and before that Trent Alexander-Arnold. Clearance by Quivine Kelleher over halfway. Cody Gakpo rises, made first contact and wins a throw-in. I think it came off Rico Lewis. Yes, it did, despite the fact that Rico Lewis wanted to take the throw-in himself.
Man City aren't happy with that, are they?
No,
see their players.
They're not happy with much at the moment.
No.
Rico Lewis, he's looking like a spoiled kid, to be honest, on occasions.
He is, yeah.
I mean, we all know what a talented footballer he is, but I'm not so sure whether he benefits from this extended run in the City team at the moment. Lovely ball from
first time
Diaz
pass from
Szoboszlai, and could have opened it up towards Mo Salah.
Yeah.
If that would have been spotted, but Liverpool maintain possession. They go back with Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, and now McAllister. In the left back position is Virgil van Dijk on the left edge of the Liverpool penalty. It goes back to Quivine Kelleher. Out it comes to Alexander-Arnold. Nice ball and a lovely turn from Diaz to get him away from Luis Diaz, from Ruben Diaz. Back to McAllister on halfway. Threads it through. Through pass there for Andy Robertson, who had a stretch, just couldn't gather it in. So as a consequence, City were able to get it clear. And there's a foul there. And a free kick awarded, I think, Ilkay Gundogan, the guilty party.
Yeah, he just left a little bit on
Alexis McAllister.
Left a little bit on McAllister.
Liverpool could do with a goal before the break, didn't they?
Well, if they go in one down, I think they'll be disappointed, because I think the chances that they've had, opportunities,
a 1-0 advantage is slim pickings for their in terms of when you look at their superiority.
I mean, they've been so much better than City. They've looked really dangerous. They've had 4 or 5 really good chances in this first half, so to only go in 1-0 up, I think they'll be disappointed with it.
Keller has possession on the edge of his own penalty area. Liverpool, Alexander-Arnold, Szoboszlai, forward ball there for Mo Salah to chase. Ortega runs out. Ala, centre defender, heads it out of play. Liverpool throw in 10 yards inside the City half, taken by Alexander-Arnold on the right-hand side. Gravenberch inside the centre circle. Back it goes to Van Dijk. Van Dijk with a pass aimed for Salah, but Ake was alive to that situation. Then Gundogan goes back to his own goalkeeper. Ortega for Diaz, and Ortega's clearance is going to be collected, I think, by Ruben. In the end, Szoboszlai allows it to go out of play on this near side, the Liverpool right. Szoboszlai takes the throw in, and Liverpool eventually work it out towards the left-hand side. Gakpo into Diaz. Miscontrolled it, but City get it clear only as far as the imperious Ryan Gravenberch. Alexander-Arnold links up with Szoboszlai. Forward ball.
He was trying to play a clever one to Gravenberch, who just switched off.
Yeah, Gravenberch wasn't alive to the situation, and City are able to try and get it clear, but Salah was fouled. Salah thinks he was fouled as the ball was cannoning around.
Well, he's feeling a little bit sorry for himself, Salah, at the minute, because he's not getting anything off the referee. You can see his boots off there. Gundogan, he feels, has had a little kick out at him.
Yeah, it didn't look like much from our position up in the gantry, but here comes City. Nunez gets on the end of a Rico Lewis pass, left edge of the penalty area. Is driven back. Here's Nathan Ake. Lewis back to goal. Short pass for Foden. Bernardo Silva for Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker can't get the cross in. Liverpool's defensive line is too well set, so City have to go back again. Ruben Diaz. Bernardo Silva trying to cut in from the right hand side. Foden back to Silva. Rolls it back to Gundogan. 90 seconds of normal time remaining in the first half. City Right hand side with a chance to cross for Walker, but Bernardo Silva instead finds Foden. Walker, a couple of yards in from the right touchline, level with the edge of the Liverpool penalty areas. City attack the Anfield Road end. Back for Bernardo Silva. Maybe can have a crack at goal, is he? No, I think he's going to try and pick out Núñez. This is Núñez on the left hand side, on his right foot. Gets the cross in. Headed away there by Ryan Gravenberg. Looked like handball there.
Well,
challenge there.
Two
late challenge there,
I think.
Liverpool have got a man down. It was Cody Gakpo was on the end of the challenge. But now Liverpool come forward. Pass out towards the right hand side for Mo Salah inside the penalty area. Salah tried to work the cross towards the near post for the run of Luis Diaz. But it's blocked and it's behind for a corner.
Akanji should be getting booked.
That was a really late challenge there on Cody Gakpo.
Yeah.
Akanji is getting booked.
Kyle Walker's got away with the handball.
Yeah, just the challenge caught the boot of Cody Gakpo. Into added time. I didn't see how much was to be added on there.
No.
Amid all the hullabaloo. Well, we've had a minute of it. 1 minute and 20 seconds. Liverpool lead 1-0. Corner taken by McAllister. Szoboszlai, right edge of the penalty. Pulls it back to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who skies it way over the top and behind for a City goal kick. 3 minutes to be added on, and we've had more than half of that already.
That's another half chance, you know, Mike, edge of the box. Trent on his right foot. You'd expect him to do a little bit better.
And just if it's on target, you just needs to take a deflection and the goalkeeper's wrong-footed, or goal kick taken there by Ortega. Impressive header from Gomez to clear on halfway, but Liverpool can't keep it in. City throw-in. Nathan Ake takes it. Back he goes to Stefan Ortega and Ruben Diaz. Lofted pass for Núñez. Gomez is there again. Nice turn by Gravenberg after collecting the header. The ball cannons off a City midfielder and out towards Szoboszlai. Liverpool build switch of play out towards the left hand side now with Cody Gakpo. Gakpo back for Diaz. Escapes the attentions of Bernardo Silva.
Liverpool just need to keep switching the ball really quickly. They catch Manchester City out. They're really slow, Manchester City, at getting across.
Last knock-ins of the first half. There is, in fact, the half-time whistle from referee Chris Kavanagh. Liverpool very impressive in the first 30 minutes, and their goal after 12 minutes, superbly worked as it was scant reward for such dominance that they really had City reeling at the back in that opening half hour. A couple of good saves from Stefan Ortega, a header from Virgil van Dijk that cannoned off the inside of the post, and other good efforts on goal. Dominic Szoboszlai had a couple early on, but that only goal of the first half came after 12 minutes. A lovely ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold opened up the City back line. Mo Salah collected it, ran it towards the penalty area and delivered a low cross-come shot that eluded Stefan Ortega, and a perfectly timed run by Cody Gakpo just steered the ball in from 2 or 3 yards out, Cop end. Liverpool a goal in front, and Manchester City, even by that time, were lucky that they hadn't conceded. But they grew into the game as the half elapsed, without causing any real problems for Liverpool defensively, and certainly for the goalkeeper. But just the fact that they were able to get in. There was one occasion when Akanji got down towards the dead ball line, crossed towards the far post. Virgil van Dijk easily beat Erling Haaland in a challenge, and his header ended up being collected by Quivi and Keller. But the fact that City are just getting more possession now, the last 15 minutes, and building up towards the penalty area, even if they're not particularly threatening, it's just given them the possibility of a platform to get back into the game that if Liverpool had got a second goal, I'm not too sure they'd have the gumption to do it. City.
No, it's give them a little bit of encouragement. I think that's all, Mike. But like you say, they haven't really troubled Quivine in the Liverpool goal at all. You know, a lot of the stuff has been quite long balls, haven't they? They've played a lot of long balls up trying to catch Liverpool out, which Liverpool have dealt with very, very easily. But on the flip side of that, Liverpool set the standard from the start. You know, they smothered Manchester City, made it difficult for them to play out. They kept winning the balls when they were trying to play out and attacking them, and they had chance after chance, even as early as, you know, the first 10 minutes I counted 2 or 3 chances that Liverpool
really takeable
had.
ones.
Yeah, really good ones as well. They've hit the post, of course, with Virgil van Dijk's header, and they've had 1 or 2 really good openings where the keeper Ortega's made some good saves. The goal was a brilliant goal. All started with Trent in the middle of the pitch, picked out Mo Salah with a fabulous ball, and then Mo, his bit of vision, found Cody Gakpo, who timed his run great, just for a little tap in. No more than Liverpool deserved at the time. As it went on, you know, you'd be disappointed once the whistle went for half time. I'm disappointed that Liverpool are only the 1 goal up. You know, it still
I think every Liverpool
game.
fan inside the stadium will be disappointed with the scoreline. Now fancy that. You're disappointed that Liverpool only scored against City by a goal to nil.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we know what these games are like. They're fine margins in them. So when you've been as dominant as Liverpool have and created as many chances as Liverpool have had, you want to be 2 or 3 up. That first half for me, Mike, Liverpool should be 2 or 3 up easily. You know, if they were a little bit more clinical. There's been 1 or 2 good saves in there, but they've had clear-cut chances. I think it's been an excellent first half from Liverpool, and my only criticism would be they've only scored 1 goal in it. But if it's the same again second half, I can see them, particularly if they get the next goal and it goes 2-0 up. Like you say, I don't think City have the stomach to come back from that.
Hopefully more goals to come from Liverpool in the second half. It's still pretty tightly balanced in a way that it shouldn't be, given Liverpool's superiority in the first 45 minutes at Anfield. But so much still left to play for. Half-time score at Anfield, it's Liverpool 1, Manchester City 0.
Total Sport.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Yeah, Liverpool winning at half-time by 1-0 in normal circumstances. Lou Aspinall, our Red in the studio, you'd be pretty happy with 1-0 up at half-time, but should Liverpool be more than that at the break?
Yeah. Oh my God, we should be like 5 or 6-0. Yeah.
How you came out of the blocks at the start of that game, first, probably the first half of the first half, if you like. I thought this could go to anything.
Mate, honestly, that start was... We talked about how the Real Madrid game has probably been the best performance of the season. That first half is the best first half we've played this season by a mile. And the fact that we're only 1-0 up, it's not a detriment. It's not like a negative to this team, but it should be done. City have not looked on it at all, and they can't keep up with us at the moment in midfield especially. So, yeah, it could have been anything.
Absolutely. I mean, let's take a look at the goal. Did Mo Salah intend that ball to Gakpo at the back, or was he just putting it into a dangerous area there? Because by the looks of it, he's got X-ray vision and gone through about 6 or 7 bodies to find that. But what a ball it was.
Yeah, it was very De Bruyne. Like we spoke a lot about Salah's goal scoring. We spoke about his ability. I don't think his assists get mentioned enough. He's so good at providing the ball for other people, and I think he's gone for the bottom corner. That's something that he would do. That's in his mentality, but I don't care. It could have been intended for anyone, but it's a goal nonetheless. He's put it into a terrific spot, and that first half in particular, he looked exceptional. So, yeah, no issue.
Even when City started to come back into the game and started to get possession, it wasn't really dangerous possession, was it?
No, and I think I said at the beginning, I expected City to sit back quite deep and then maybe hit us on the counter, but it felt very much like they wanted us to keep it at our tempo and then slowly press up the pitch, which they did. It does feel very much like when the ball's in the back line for us, there's 3 players sort of surrounding Gomez, so Van Dijk isn't getting any passes from Kelleher, and it does feel like they're trying to press him off the ball, and that's where they're getting a little bit of joy, is when him and Trent are trying to get rid of it, they're picking it up. We've been masters of recycling the ball this season and keeping possession, but it does feel like at the moment our biggest enemy is our passing out from the back at points. That's how City are getting a bit of joy. But again, no issue with it. We've looked phenomenal. City haven't really posed any major threat apart from Rico's Lewis shot, so long may that continue.
And that was quite a weak shot as well.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you think Liverpool need to approach this second half? Do they need to start the second half like they started the first and go and get that second goal? Or is it okay to kind of be a bit standoffish for a bit and see how the game goes?
I think it depends what City do. I think if City are going to look at this now and think, we can't do what we've been doing. We're going to have to probably press a little bit more further forward and create some more chances. I think we react to what they're doing. If they do that, there's going to be a lot more space at the back, like we saw at the beginning of that half when they were going for it. That's where our chances are going to come from. If we do sort of sit back, we're inviting City onto it, and we know what they're like. Teams have done it for years against City, trying to sit back and maintain leads or just keep 0-0s. Doesn't work. They'll break you down eventually, regardless of there. So the best thing for us to do, get that second goal, kill it off, and just react to what City are doing more so than trying to outplay them and trying to either sit deep or just push a bit too far forward.
Lou, for now, thank you very much indeed. This, of course, is the second half of our double-header, the Manchester versus Merseyside double-header that we've brought you today on Total Sport. Earlier on, though, not good news for Everton. Manchester United 4, Everton 0. Here's the boss, Sean Dyche, chatting with Ian Kennedy.
I think there's whatever it was, 32 minutes around that period, around that moment, rather, they get a corner out of our breakaway, but we've flooded back, we defended it well. The initial moment. Then the corner comes in, they get a bit of a break. Jared doesn't get a full clean foot on it. And then we just lost away for 4 or 5 minutes and then a mistake. And all of a sudden you're 2-0 down and the whole feeling in the stadium's changed. We're a very positive performance, very front foot performance for ourselves. All of a sudden they've got a big foothold in the game and it's tough then.
Sean, you've got a quick turnaround before the next game against Wolves. How obviously every game is important now. Was there anything that you're going to take from this in terms of the way you set up? Beto started, for example, that you're going to continue into the next game, or do you have to change it again?
The game at the end, we're protecting people because everyone knows we don't run with a big squad. So we've got the 3 games in a week. The idea, with the striking unit as well, freshness, fitness, making sure. A couple of niggly injuries today, so we've got to see how they settle down. Look, the work continues. It's quite obvious. There's no respite, especially when there's 3 in a week.
You had a couple of players playing in an under-21 game on Friday, Brozier and Chamiti. Are they anywhere near being able to give you a kind of an option up front?
No, not at the moment. Yusuf's still got work to do on his recovery because it's a longer sort of situation with his foot. And Brozier, we also need sign-off from Chelsea to make sure that we're both aligned with his progress coming back from injury. I don't think they're going to impact it massively.
And if you want to hear a bit more from Sean Dyche, all you've got to do is make sure you subscribe to our Everton channel on BBC Sounds. It's that simple. Just start typing in the word Everton into BBC Sounds. You'll find the channel there. You can play all the different bits that we've got in there, not just stuff from managers and players as well. It's parts of our programmes here on Total Sport, other kinds of interviews that we'll get. There's loads there for you. Make sure you find that. BBC Sounds, search for Everton, and you can do the same, by the way, if you're a Liverpool fan or a Tranmere Rovers fan as well. Separate channels for Everton, Liverpool and Tranmere Rovers on there. Make sure you head to BBC Sounds right now and hit subscribe. So far, so good for Liverpool, although it is relatively in the balance in terms of the scoreline. 1-0 at the break. How will the second 45 go? We'll be finding out very soon. We'll have second half commentary with Craig Hignett and Mike Hughes to come. But first, this is how it happened in the first half.
Ryan Gravenberch inside the penalty, tees it up nicely. Shot from Zoboszlai. Saved there by the City keeper. And City can't breathe because Liverpool are smothering them every time they try and bring the ball out. Walker in the right back position. Short ball, dummy by Gundogan. Liverpool win it back. In towards the edge of the penalty. Zoboszlai shoots! Blocked by the keeper. McAllister's going to swing this one out right-footed. Virgil van Dijk's in position and Gomez to attack the ball. Instead it's short to Zoboszlai. Zoboszlai back for McAllister. McAllister back for Zoboszlai. In comes the cross now. Virgil van Dijk! Oh, it's hit the post with the goalkeeper helpless. Oh my goodness, Liverpool so close to an opener. Van Dijk in space at the far post, deliberate header. Beat Ortega and cannoned off the far post.
That's a brilliant ball from Trent.
Fabulous ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Salah down towards the byline right hand side, collects it on his left foot inside the penalty. Salah shoots. Yes! 1-0 Liverpool. The Reds are in front. It's Cody Gakpo. In came the cross. Gakpo with a perfectly timed run as the ball from Salah threw across the goalkeeper. Gakpo deadly from 2 yards, and Liverpool get the goal that their early football has merited. Salah with yet another assist. It was a lovely ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold to open up the City back line. In it came. Gakpo did the rest. Corner for Liverpool, right hand side. McAllister to take. Szoboszlai's coming, thinking about a shot. No, not this time. In it comes. Headed goal by Virgil van Dijk. In fact, it was just wide of the target.
Should have been 2.
Yeah, Van Dijk with a powerful header, and he had a clear sighted goal. Connected perfectly. It was about less than a foot wide, I think.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he can't believe he's missed it.
Salah works it in for Diaz. Diaz helps it on to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh, scooped over the bar by Cody Gakpo in a great position as Liverpool tore another hole in the City back line. In comes the corner from McAllister. City get header clear. Trent Alexander-Arnold just wide with a right foot shot, but if it was on target, I'm not too sure Ortega was anywhere near it.
No, he was just looking at it, the keeper. I'm not sure he knew where it was. It was a brilliant touch on the edge of the box from Trent, and then when he struck it, I think it might have hit the outside of the post.
Yeah, it wasn't too far wide, was it?
It was just brilliant strike.
Just wide. Silva to Akanji. Nunez. Bernardo Silva, short ball for Gundogan. Gundogan short for Haaland. Rico Lewis inside the penalty area. Shoots. Oh, it's just wide. Didn't really get hold of it. Just stabbed it with his right foot after the link up with Haaland. Kelleher, his dive, I think he may have had it covered in any case, but it was wide of the post.
Szoboszlai hits it! Oh! What a start! And what a first goal for Dominic Szoboszlai. Comes back to Trent Alexander-Arnold! Oh, he's done it! Unbelievable!
Mo Salah down towards the dead ball and left foot in. Oh my goodness! What a stunning finish from Mo Salah.
Alexis McAllister! Oh, that's brilliant! What a hit from Alexis McAllister!
BBC Radio Merseyside.
It's a huge afternoon, and so far it is so good for Liverpool, but perhaps still work to be done because Liverpool lead by 1-0 at the break against Manchester City, and we can now rejoin your commentary team for the second half. It's Craig Hignett alongside Mike Hughes.
Thank you, Phil. Back at Anfield, we wait for the two sides to come out from the tunnel beneath us and bang on cue. Here come Manchester City, at least. The boos from the top and the rest of the packed ranks of this famous old stadium, and then you get the applause as Virgil van Dijk leads out Liverpool for the second half, and then we just have this little Liverpool circle where the players just do a few exercises before the second half starts. It's quite a modern phenomenon, isn't it? But a lot of teams do it, Craig.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams who do it. They'll either come and do a little bit by the touchline, or they'll go.
Is that just because you've been sitting down?
Yeah,
15
just
minutes.
want to get the legs going, get the fast twitch muscles going, and try and get them ready for the game. Whether it does or not, yeah, just trying to stretch the muscles really and try and get them activated. But there's nothing like running about properly. I mean, I'm surprised Manchester City haven't made a change. We did think Doku was going to come on, didn't we?
We thought Doku was going to come on. There was a little bit of movement after the half-time whistle and a few exercises as City kick off for the second half. Bernardo Silva goes back to his goalkeeper. Long ball forward. Chested down by Trent Alexander-Arnold, but only as far as Nunez, and then back to Gundogan, and it's helped into the path of Bernardo Silva. Gundogan short for Nathan Ake. Bernardo Silva 5 yards short of halfway. makes a lateral run infield and then picks out Kyle Walker right hand side. Short for Erling Haaland. Haaland works it back to Diaz, and then City over halfway with Akanji and Ake and Gundogan. Phil Foden helps it on to Gundogan on the left hand side. Manuel Akanji for Nathan Ake, then to the right of the centre circle, still inside the City half, it's Walker. Long ball forward is intercepted by the head of Cody Gakpo, and then Salah and Gakpo, Roberts Light worked the possession in Liverpool's favour before Van Dijk and Robertson combine. And then Cody Gakpo on the left hand side with a right-footed pass back to Kelleher in the Liverpool goal, protecting the Kop goal in the second half, as the Kop find their voice to roar on their team, hopefully to another success. Ball out of defence, doesn't find a red shirt, and City win it back. Silva inside the centre circle, inside his own half, breaks inside Liverpool territory now, shuffles across the field, and Gundogan receives it back to Ake. It's noticeable when City do receive the ball in pockets of space inside the Liverpool half, they're having to go sideways and back all the time.
Well, they can't find a forward pass, can they? You know, there's only Haaland really who's making any runs forward. Kyle Walker's about 17 yards offside there.
50 yards offside. And he was that far offside, even the assistant on the near side decided to put his flag up speedily.
Just shows you how far off he was. But that's the problem that City have had. Unless it's Haaland making a run, they haven't really got anyone breaking. We haven't seen Foden do it. Kyle Walker tried to do it there, but you don't really want your left back being the one who does it.
2.5 minutes gone in the second half. Liverpool lead 1-0. Kelleher sweeps it forward left-footed. Kyle Walker with a header. Rico Lewis couldn't control it, and the ball broke free. Van Dijk puts it out of play for a City throw, taken by Bernardo Silva, gets it back from Ruben Diaz, and then Silva goes back for Diaz again, and City
closing down
once again backpedal.
Really good closing down from Liverpool. There's only one way City could go there.
City to go one way, and it's backwards.
You can see how tight and narrow they are. You know, that four at the back and the two banks of three in front of them.
City in possession. Kyle Walker, lofted ball for Rico Lewis. Back to Bernardo Silva. Foul on Rico Lewis, as Scouser Tommy is belted out around Anfield. City take the free kick, eventually worked out towards the left hand side, and Ake's forward ball, Liverpool had a chance to clear but were a bit haphazard in trying to complete it, and now City with Akanji. Nunez rolls it back to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva back out to Nunez again, level with the penalty spot, left hand side. Ake and Nunez combine. He's going to try and have a run at Trent Alexander-Arnold. He goes back to Ake. Ake for Bernardo Silva. Short ball, Akanji back out for Nunez. Threads it through to Foden, runs in behind the Liverpool defence and manages to win a corner. That's a good block there by Alexis McAllister as Foden tried to sweep it in. Corner for City.
Foden might have been offside there when he made the run, but McAllister done well, tracked him, managed to get a block, put it behind for a corner. Keeping a good shape, Liverpool, making it difficult for City to play through them.
Now City have got Ake and Diaz inside the 6-yard box. Haaland and Akanji just outside it. 4 players in around the edge of the penalty area. In comes the corner from Gundogan. City get a head on it, but it's just lofted comfortably into the arms of Quivien Kelleher. Bowls it out to the left hand side for Robertson. Robertson up towards halfway and beyond. It's a lovely ball for Cody Gakpo. Controls it nicely. Right footed shot there is just blocked by. Fabulous challenge from Manuel Nunez, racing back after the pass had come. Fantastic ball worked into the space there by Andy Robertson. Cody Gakpo ran round his man towards the edge of the box, and then goal-bound shot was blocked.
That's a brilliant ball by Andy Robertson, isn't it? Gakpo getting in behind Nunez, took a little touch, and then Nunez managed to get a last-ditch slide and managed to block the shot, and it's gone behind for a corner. But another, it's a real chance for Liverpool, isn't it? Or a half chance anyway, at the very best.
Alexander-Arnold to take the corner, left-hand side, right-footed. Plenty of red shirts inside the 6-yard box. In it comes. Oh! Lovely header from Virgil van Dijk at the near post. Flicked and onto the roof of the net. I think if that was on target, that was goal number 2.
Yeah, I mean, he's just got across the front. You can see him make a run from the back post to the front. Got a brilliant flick on it. Just got a little bit too much. And
a bit too much of a contact, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just flicked it up a little bit too much. Only inches over the bar. But like you say, Mike, if that was on target, I don't think the keeper's stopping it. But that's 3 sights now he's had from set pieces.
Yeah, he's been a real force for Liverpool, and
I'm shocked he hasn't put one of them in.
Yeah, he times the runs and the power and the headers. He's so good, isn't he? Yeah. In an offensive sense.
He's a real threat.
6.5 minutes gone in the second half. Liverpool still lead by 1-0. Manchester City with Bernardo Silva. Infield it comes. Threaded pass through to Kyle Walker from Akanji. Pulls it back and it's blocked. And it's cleared eventually by Robertson. Taken down on the chest there by Ake. Fouled by Luis Diaz. I think he could be getting a yellow card for that in a minute. But the referee waves play on. City in possession with Nunez. Inside the penalty area now. Looking for space. Can't find any. Silva for Ake to get the cross in. Gravenberg heads it behind. City corner.
Yeah, they do look a little bit more purpose about City, doesn't it? When they get the ball, they're working it, going wide, particularly on that left-hand side. Struggle to find that final ball at the moment. Liverpool just need to be wary.
4 Liverpool players inside the 6-yard box again, and City going to send Ruben Diaz to try and stand in front of Quivy and Kelleher. Gundogan with the corner, cop end left-hand side, sweeps it in, headed away. City, Kyle Walker's header headed on by Nunez. Very good fortune there by Phil Foden, or for Phil Foden, enabled him to combine with Gundogan. Foden's going to try and get across it. In the end, he was worried out of it by the twin-pronged challenge of Szoboszlai and Robertson, both running together and getting in front of the ball and not allowing Foden to get anywhere near it without touching the ball, so it's behind for a Liverpool goal kick.
Some more good defending, wasn't it?
It's intelligent, isn't it?
Yeah.
And as well as being robust and powerful and all the things you want it to be physically.
Yeah, because the easiest thing in the world is to kick the ball, isn't it? You want to get in front, you want to get your foot to the ball, you think it's in a dangerous area, but they knew exactly what was happening there.
Oh, Liverpool caught playing a little bit too much football.
I mean, Joe Gomez didn't know where he was there. I don't know why Kelleher gave it to him.
Yeah, Kelleher gave the ball to Gomez, and Gomez wasn't in a good enough position to receive it, really, and the ball ended up ricocheting off a City player and behind for a goal kick. Came off Nunez. Liverpool clear. Ake wins it back. Nunez for Gundogan. Inside the centre circle, Ruben Diaz. 1-0 Liverpool lead. Rico Lewis for Kyle Walker. Ruben Diaz in the right back position. And Bernardo Silva runs round the back of him to be the deepest lying City player. And then City build out towards the left, and then Bernardo Silva drives forward as he receives possession, and nice footwork from Silva. Rico Lewis. Cross for Kyle Walker. Bernardo Silva hips it toward a far post. It's behind. It's a goal kick. But that was City's most threatening move of the game so far. Lovely interchange of passes. Bernardo Silva allowed to carry the ball way too far, really. Got away from 2 or 3 challenges. And City looked threatening there.
Yeah, it was good play by Silva. But like you say, Mike, there was absolutely no pressure on him, was there? As soon as he started running through the middle of the pitch, it was too easy to get to the edge of Liverpool's box. In the end, when the ball was played to him, it was a tough one for him to try and control. Thankfully, he kicked it behind for a goal kick, but City just building up a little head of steam here. Liverpool need to get hold of the ball. Oh, here we go.
Liverpool win it back. Mo Salah driving it towards the edge of the penalty area. Mo Salah shoots. Oh, it's wide. When he had Szoboszlai in a great position, if he could roll it into his path and into the back of the net. But Salah took it in towards goal, and as Stefan Ortega came out, he had the shot left-footed, but he put it wide.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
Well, it's actually over the bar, isn't it?
yeah, he's put it over the bar. He's done the right thing. He's beat the keeper, but he's just lifted it too high and lifted it over the bar. I think the ball to Szoboszlai on his left-hand side. I think Diaz had got back and tried to cut that channel off. But he's one-on-one with the keeper. You'd fancy Salah all day long for that, particularly with the form he's in. What a chance.
City about to make a substitution. I think they're going to make 2 substitutions. So Liverpool could have doubled their advantage there, but Mo Salah off target. So we're going to see Savinho and Jeremy Doku coming on. Rico Lewis is being spoken to. He's not one of the players to come off. Nunez, who we thought might come off at half time, he's been replaced by Doku, and Savinho will replace Ilkay Gundogan.
Yeah, so it's an attacking change, isn't it? Doku will go and play on that left-hand side.
And Savinho, we're used to seeing operating from the right, aren't we? So
And that's where he's lined up, I think.
Yeah, we wait to see how it all pans out. Liverpool lead 1-0. They could do with another goal or 2. Manchester City creeping their way back into this. Kelleher's long ball forward. Gakpo, can he keep it in? Unlucky there as the ball just rode up and came off his shin.
Yeah, well, Doku's gone wide left, Savinho's gone wide right, as you can get.
Yeah. And
Haaland through the middle, obviously. Phil Foden's now dropped, and he'll play in behind. And you see Akanji's pushed himself right into midfield, hasn't he, from there.
Doku gets away from Trent Alexander-Arnold and Dominic Szoboszlai. Picks out Kyle Walker, and then Savinho goes back to Ruben Diaz. Inside the centre circle, Bernardo Silva. Short ball for Kyle Walker. Walker for Savinho. Being chased by Robertson as soon as he gets possession. Floated pass for Erling Haaland to try and get after, but headed away by Van Dijk, and clearance completed by McAllister. Ruben Diaz with a header. Eventually, Doku got it under his control, he thought. Tried to scamper away, but didn't keep it tight to his body, and it's gone out of play for a Liverpool throw-in. They can't maintain possession, and Doku's got it again. Skips away from one challenge, is fouled there by Szoboszlai. That's a free kick for City. That's taken quickly by Lewis. Silva for Doku. Jeremy Doku. Rico Lewis picks out Phil Foden. Foden's inside the penalty. It's a good challenge from Ryan Gravenberch. Almost stopped him in his tracks. A ball in. Might break for Haaland. It's blocked. City have still got possession. Phil Foden. Doku inside the penalty area. Doku. Shots blocked. It's pinging about inside the penalty area. Eventually Liverpool, with Ryan Gravenberch, finds Alexander-Arnold. The referee's getting in the way there.
In the way twice there.
Poor positioning from Chris Kavanagh. Liverpool go long, and City with Ruben Diaz just getting there before Cody Gakpo. It's out of play for a Liverpool throw-in. Coming up towards the hour mark, Liverpool still leading by a goal to 0.
Yeah, the substitutes for Manchester City have made it interesting because Doku already, it's a real live wire, doesn't he? He's had a lot of touches early on, very direct. I mean, Liverpool have got a little bit sloppy.
Szoboszlai was sloppy in the extreme then and robbed by Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis picks out Foden, but Liverpool win it back with Luis Diaz.
There's no one to hit for Diaz.
Diaz races out towards the left-hand side, waits for for more of the cavalry to arrive. They never really did, so winning a throw-in was about the best he could do.
He done really well, Luis Diaz. Kept hold of the ball, 2 men around him. Still won a throw-in.
Yeah, Doku's a dangerous character. I mean, so often with him, he can be frustrating because there's an awful lot of what he does in taking people on and beating them, and then there's a lack of end product. But he has the ability, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just keeps going at you and going at you. Fullbacks don't like that.
Luis Diaz up towards halfway. Lovely dummy from McAllister. Here's Ryan Gravenberch driving forward in towards the edge of the penalty. Picks out Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai eventually gets the ball to Mo Salah. Mo Salah inside the penalty area now. Pulls it back. Szoboszlai with the cross. Hacked away there by Ruben Diaz. Szoboszlai completely mistimes his leap, but Alexander-Arnold with the cross. Headed away by Diaz again. Szoboszlai with the header. This time he does connect properly, but heads it behind for a Manchester City goal kick.
I think we're getting close to making changes. I think Szoboszlai looks a little tired, doesn't he?
I think it's maybe time for Nunez to come on.
Yeah, Nunez, Curtis Jones.
Yeah.
Either or.
I have to say, listen, the manager, he's been fabulous with the rotation, but long ball forward for Haaland to chase after. Wonderful defending from Virgil van Dijk with a overhead kick clearance, and a long ball forward out for Salah that's overhit, and it's behind it. I think most people were surprised that Curtis Jones wasn't in the starting 11.
Well, he's been brilliant, hasn't he? He's been absolutely
He's
brilliant.
in the form of his life.
Yeah,
really.
he is. He's been one of Liverpool's main men. But he has played a lot of football. He's also played for England, hasn't he?
Yeah, and I think that's behind the thinking of Arne Slot. City in possession, 62 minutes gone. Liverpool leading by a goal to nil. Don't forget, we've got the football phone in, Total Sport. The football phone in at the end of the 90 minutes here. 0800 731 9333. Craig Hignett remaining at Anfield to take your calls as Liverpool win it back. Diaz robs Rico Lewis. Salah racing in towards the edge of the penalty. Salah still has possession. Shoots! Oh, just wide. Was never really particularly well balanced, was he, in terms of being able to hit it in the way that he'd like to.
But he wasn't a million miles away.
No, he wasn't.
Picked the ball up and ran across the City defence, running from right to left. And then it opened up a little bit for him. There was 3 City players around him. Wasn't a million miles away,
It was pretty close in the end, but just swerving away. We're so used to Salah cutting in from positions on the right-hand side. This time he was inside left channel. City take the goal kick and eventually manage to pick out Nathan Ake, striding up towards halfway. Doku. Ake gets the return ball forward towards Haaland. Tries to control it with an outstretched boot. Not able to do so.
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk just
chastising Trent Alexander-Arnold there.
Trent not being close enough.
Yeah, they don't mind giving each other a little bit of stick. You have to be told. Poor clearance is straight to Akanji. Doku combining with Akanji. Good challenge from Salah. Almost won it back, but Doku is away from 2 Liverpool defenders, but fabulous play from Ryan Gravenberch to win it back, and then Liverpool give it away again, and Rico Lewis is the recipient of a poor pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Challenged by Alexander-Arnold, and it's gone out for a throw into City. 64 and a half minutes gone. Liverpool still leading by a goal to nil, and this game much tighter now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, we didn't think City would play as poorly as they did in the first half, and they haven't. And they've come out and they've played with a good bit of control, it has to be said, in the second half.
Haaland sends it back for Doku. Ake for Jeremy Doku. He's looked bright since he's come on. City substitute. Akanji for Ruben Diaz. Kyle Walker makes the move towards the central position in and around the penalty area. Savinho right hand side, checks back onto his left foot. Back it goes for Diaz, midway inside the Liverpool half to the right of centre. Tucks it back for Kyle Walker. Back out for Diaz. Savinho's ready to receive it and gets the pass. level with the edge of the Liverpool penalty. Cutting in on his left foot. Savinho overruns it. Good defending from Liverpool from Alexis McAllister. But then he gives it away to Akanji. But then Liverpool win it back. Cody Gakpo robs him of possession. Good play by Szoboszlai, and then Diaz and Cody Gakpo. Alexander-Arnold picks up Mo Salah inside the penalty. Alexander-Arnold, it's blocked. Might break for Diaz. Diaz still inside the penalty, shoots, it's blocked again.
That's handball.
Handball inside the penalty area. No, flags up for offside. Yeah. Well, it was like the Alamo there.
Well, it was. They had two great chances, didn't they, Liverpool? I'm not sure that Ortega got a good hand on this one, because when the ball found its way to Mo Salah, he got one-on-one and then cut it back to Trent, who was running in. Mo might have just been offside.
Yeah. But it was Trent Alexander-Arnold shot that was blocked, and then
but they've had so many chances, haven't they, Liverpool? They've had so many chances.
But encouraging for Liverpool that they were able to open up the City backline, but they haven't been able to do so as often as they did in the first half.
City have controlled the ball the second half, it has to be said. Liverpool need to get themselves back on it and back in control of the ball. I mean, they're keeping a really good shape and making it difficult for City, but they need a bit of respite.
City just finding a few little pockets of which they're able to operate as Rico Lewis receives it from Akanji. But Liverpool able to stop him in his tracks. Long ball forward, Ortega clears at the cost of a throw into Liverpool.
It's another long ball by Trent. Almost found Diaz.
Just trying to open them up with these passes.
Ortega had made
I think it's getting close to, in fact, Darwin Núñez is stripped and ready to come on, so we suspect that will be for Cody Gakpo or for Luis Diaz. We'll find out shortly. Virgil van Dijk, the edge of his own penalty area, finds McAllister. McAllister goes back for Joe Gomez. Forward ball for Diaz. Diaz can't control it. City have it with Rico Lewis. Back to Diaz inside the centre circle. Ruben Diaz, that is. And Savinho helps out his central defensive colleague and then is ready to pick up possession again. Foden tucks it back in for Akanji. They've got Doku out towards the left-hand side, and he'll receive it now from Nathan Ake. He'll run at Alexander-Arnold, gets away from it. Bit of good fortune there. Bounced in his favour, and it could have gone the other way. And then Alexander-Arnold's completely done for by Doku. Works it across the 6-yard box. Van Dijk is there before Erling Haaland could even set himself. And City asking more questions of Liverpool defensively. But now Salah finds Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai's ball for Cody Gakpo. Has a runner outside him in Robertson. Cody Gakpo shoots straight to the goalkeeper. It was worth an effort, but no real problem for Ortega.
It opened up nice for him, didn't it? Edge of the box. He just
Robertson outside him.
Yeah, there was a runner on the outside of him, but he cut inside, edge of the box. We've seen him so many times hit one low, haven't we? But that was a good height for the keeper.
That was a fabulous bit of footwork from Doku, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
To get away from Trent Alexander-Arnold. City in possession again. 69 minutes gone. Liverpool lead by 1-0. The football phone in to come at the end of the game here. 0800 731 9333. You can text 81333, put the word Mersey before your message, or WhatsApp 08000 321 333. Savinho down towards the dead ball line, gets the cross in, headed away by Van Dijk, straight to Robertson, clears right-footed, skies the clearance. Diaz was fouled. The referee waves play on. That was a foul. It was a clear foul.
He went right through the back of him.
City worked the ball out towards the left-hand side for Doku, running at Alexander-Arnold, checked back. Bernardo Silva outside the box. Ake for Doku. Stayed on side. Good challenge by Alexander-Arnold. That time he got there. And he finds Salah. Salah just tried to lift the ball forward for Diaz.
Yeah, they're just
winning it back again.
They're struggling at the moment, Liverpool, to get out. A couple of sloppy passes when they win the ball. It's really important that they need to keep hold of it, because the pressure's building by City.
70 minutes gone. Liverpool lead 1-0. Long ball out towards the right-hand side for Savinha. Inside the penalty area now. On his left foot, right-hand side. There's two players going with him. Gets the cross in. Headed away by Gomez. A really good header. Didn't find its target. Oh, Liverpool almost win it back there with Dominic Szoboszlai. Real intense running from Szoboszlai to almost rob City of possession inside the centre circle. But this game remains in the balance, where Liverpool had so much of the upper hand territorially and in terms of chances created in the first half. Doku's away from Alexander-Arnold again. Forward pass is cut out. But City win it again with Ake, then Bernardo Silva. Phil Foden finds Doku. Left-hand side, tucks it back for Nathan Ake. Then Bernardo Silva. Liverpool are about to bring on Darwin Núñez. That's a foul on Dominic Szoboszlai there. Free kick for Liverpool. And I think is that Jarell Quansah's coming on as well.
I think Cody
Gakpo for Darwin Núñez. It's still his goal that separates the two sides. Gets through tons of work as well,
he does. And I mean, he's been excellent down this left-hand side.
A really good game
going on for Trent.
So Joe Gomez will go to right back, and Jarell Quansah will partner Virgil van Dijk. I don't think Arne Slot's prepared to take any chances with the fitness of Alexander-Arnold, is he?
I think it looks like Quansah's going to go out and play right back.
Oh, is he going to play right back? Yeah, but he has played there before, hasn't he?
Yeah, that was the signal.
Yeah.
And probably sensible, because you don't want to upset the centre-half pairing, because they've been excellent this afternoon. Quansah's main role is normally a centre-half, but I mean, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because Gomez played right back so often and so many times.
And on occasions against Man City, he's done it really well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Long ball forward by Kelleher. Nathan Ake thought the ball had enough life in it to go behind for a goal kick, but it didn't, and in the end he had to take evasive action and put it out of play for a throw into Liverpool, because Mo Salah was breathing down his neck. 73 minutes gone. Liverpool still lead by a goal to nil. 0800 731 9333. You to us. Total Sport Sunday, as Virgil van Dijk strides forward with real menace. Lovely ball for Darwin Núñez inside the penalty area. Checks onto his right foot. Tried to pull it back for Van Dijk, and then Rico Lewis intervened for Manchester City. But Liverpool have it again with Diaz with the cross. City had it clear with Ruben Diaz. Referee.
It's a referee again getting in the way.
Referee, that's 3 times he's got in the way. And
McAllister was favourite for that one.
That's part of your job, to know where to go. Liverpool work the ball back to Quivine Kelleher. The clock's ticking slowly now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Here come Liverpool down the right-hand side with Jarell Quansah. Manages to intelligently win a throw-in off Nathan Ake. Almost level with the edge of the City penalty area. Right-hand side, takes a throw-in quickly. Back it goes to Szoboszlai. I think we're going to see Jack Grealish introduced at some point in the non-too-distant for City. Virgil van Dijk in possession for Liverpool. Gomez. Szoboszlai drops deep into the right back position almost, and then goes back to, interesting, they've got Jarell Quansah taking up a really quite adventurous position quite high up the pitch, as the clearance from Liverpool's Ravine Kelleher in towards the edge of the penalty. That's a penalty, is it?
It's a pen.
Yeah. Luis Diaz has been brought down by Stefan Ortega as Liverpool put the pressure on City at the back. They won back possession. They had two players racing in towards the edge of the penalty area. Diaz pushed the ball around Ortega. Ortega dived at his feet.
Well, I think they went offside against Salah because Núñez does well. I mean, Diaz robbed the ball, and then when it come out,
It's a clear penalty.
Yeah, he's definitely impeded him. He's definitely impeded him.
He's brought him down.
He's got him whatever way you want.
They're flying through the air. Penalty has been awarded.
It was great play from Diaz. You know, Núñez had done the battling, but he could see the scraps got on them. Took a little touch forward. Salah had the presence of mind just to leave it and let Luis Diaz go.
Yeah. Just allowed it to move forward with the ball.
Yeah, and now there's a bit of fun and games. Kyle Walker's
trying to slow the process down, put Mo Salah off.
Yeah.
Dominic Szoboszlai initially had the ball, but he's given it to Mo Salah.
I don't know how many times I've said this, Mike, but obviously Salah missed one, didn't he, in the week?
Yeah.
If he hits this one straight, I think it's a goal.
Salah has put the ball on the spot. Now he stares at it, stands still, then backpedals towards the edge of the 18-yard box, settles himself, gets ready to make the run up to strike this penalty. Makes that bending run, left-footed. Salah scores! It's 2-0 for Liverpool. Now they've got a bit of breathing space. Salah sits on the hoardings, takes the congratulations from his teammates and from the fans. It's another Salah penalty. This time it's been converted. Liverpool 2, Manchester City 0.
Yeah, and it's a great penalty. You know, there was so much pressure on that for Mo. He just missed an easy chance when one-on-one as well before that. But he composed himself. He done his normal run-up where he takes a few strides to the right of him and then left-footed low to the keeper's left. Keeper couldn't get it. Went the right way. There was just too much on it from Salah. Really good penalty. And that gives Liverpool a little bit of breathing space because Manchester City were starting to just keep the ball a little bit. Jack Grealish has come on actually for Rico Lewis just in the midst of all that.
Yeah, they've made another double substitution, City.
So it's see now
Kevin De Bruyne has come on as well. And Kevin De Bruyne makes his first contribution to take the kick off after Manchester City concede their second goal.
Yeah, for Phil Foden. So I mean, it's a good little spell that for Liverpool. Under a bit of pressure, but defended it well enough.
And credit to Darwin Núñez for having the energy to get that in those sort of situations and cause problems for the City backline. Kevin De Bruyne, right-hand side.
And the other thing it does is it gives the players a lift. You know, the Liverpool players have been, for most of the second half, they've just been trying to keep the shape and close Manchester City down, and that just gives them a little bit of a encouragement to say, you know, we're doing the right thing, let's just keep going.
Manchester City with Savinho. It's a lovely ball to the left-hand side, but he's overhit it for Doku. Not going to be able to keep it in play. As two of the City substitutes attempt to combine the right winger and the left, but not able to do so. So Liverpool now just got to try and take the sting out of things a little bit.
Yeah, just try and kill it.
Yeah,
just try and kill the game. When they've got the ball, just keep the ball. They don't have to risk it. They can just keep it. And there we go. Bernardo Silva. He's known for that, Bernardo Silva. He's just having a little bit.
Just trying to
very petulant.
Yeah,
he's very petulant, Silva. He does that.
Hopefully the referee will spot that it's Bernardo Silva who's been at the root cause of this, and he's having a word with him and he's calling Mo Salah over. The referee is speaking to Silva. In the end he hasn't bothered speaking to Salah because he didn't need to. But
he's had a lash out at him, and then he's had a little kick after.
He's lashed out with his left foot, Bernardo Silva, as the ball had gone out.
He had a little follow-through kick, Mike, with his right foot as well, which was naughty.
It's just a wind-up, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, they know that the game's up now, you know, it's...
Darwin Nunez is adjudged to have fouled Manuel Akanji. Free kick for City.
In a lot of ways, you know, Mike, a stop-start game would probably suit Liverpool now. Just run the clock down.
Yeah.
Just keep stopping the game.
Take any flow out of it.
Yeah.
Ruben Diaz and Manuel Akanji eventually back to Ortega. Then out to the left-hand side for Nathan Ake. Forward ball for Jack Grealish. Grealish now has Doku running outside him. Grealish finds Doku inside the penalty, pulls it back. Jack Grealish edge of the box, tries to thread it through to De Bruyne. Foul on Luis Diaz, is it? No. Savinho picks out Doku inside the penalty area. Doku trying to find himself a bit of space to have a crack at goal, but with every step that he took in from the right-hand side, it was tightening up the angle.
Brilliant from Darwin Nunez.
Darwin Nunez putting the Manchester City back line under pressure. But Kevin De Bruyne, as City win back possession, finds Doku. Grealish outside him, inside the penalty area now. Back it comes, and it's actually behind Bernardo Silva. Ruben Diaz going to have a crack at goal. Took a deflection, but took any venom off the ball, and it just crawled towards Quivien Kelleher in the Liverpool goal.
Yeah.
8 minutes to go to the 90. Liverpool lead 2-0.
I think Erling Haaland just threw a foot at that one and took all the sting out of it.
He hasn't been able to make any impact, has he, Haaland?
No. Barely been in the game.
Diaz for Liverpool, left-hand side. Finds Szoboszlai. Lots of energy from Szoboszlai today. Been involved in some good things. Oh, bad mistake by Virgil van Dijk. Is De Bruyne saved by the goalkeeper. That was fantastic from Quivien Kelleher. He gets a massive pat on the back from Virgil van Dijk, because that was
I don't know what Van Dijk was doing.
Poor bit of defending from Van Dijk.
Why take chances like that, Mike?
He didn't need to.
There's a foul.
It's a push in the back on Diaz.
How can the referee not give that as a foul?
Well,
That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But going back to the Van Dijk incident, it was a really bad misjudgment. But De Bruyne's shot was saved by Quivien Kelleher. The only real save he's had to make of note in the match.
It is. I mean, he got out, didn't he? Really well, stood up. De Bruyne tried to put it through his legs, but he got down quick enough. Kelleher, it was a really good save. I tell you what, Virgil van Dijk will be absolutely thanking him after the game.
Mo Salah, standing ovation for the Egyptian king. Scored from the penalty spot. Emphatic as you like. Created Liverpool's first goal. A handful for Manchester City all afternoon. Even if he wasn't at his brilliant best, he's just a
does what Mo does,
footballer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's brilliant.
There's a massive contribution from him every week in one way or another.
Well, even if he is quiet, if you look at goal contributions either involved in or scores, he's just phenomenal.
City have a throw-in. Right-hand side. Grealish receives it from Kyle Walker. Cuts it back to Bernardo Silva inside the centre circle. 84 minutes gone at Anfield. Liverpool lead 2-0. 0800 731 9333. The Total Sport Football phoning. You to us, Craig Hignett here at Anfield. Phil Munn's in the studio. It's Jeremy Doku. Thought he'd won a corner, but good defending from Kwanzaa and Szoboszlai mean that they haven't. And then long clearance downfield. Kyle Walker put under pressure by Diaz. And the referee hasn't given...
He's given nothing. He give a free kick.
Give a free kick.
Yeah, he give a free kick.
I think the noise is that intense here, you can't even hear it.
No.
Man City moved the ball from right to left.
I was interested to see what what Liverpool were going to do once Mo Salah come off. Curtis Jones has gone to play where Szoboszlai was playing, and Szoboszlai's gone out on that right-hand side.
Doku makes the run. Flags up for offside. Like the ball to come off a Liverpool defender for a possible corner, but flags up for offside. No problem. And Liverpool can now begin to run the clock down. And the Liverpool fans are singing the Luis Diaz song and twirling their scarves around above their heads all around Anfield. He's had a good game, Diaz.
He's had a really good game.
Just, you know,
both sides of it. Worked his socks off, but has been a real threat as well.
Yeah, but a real live wire all the way through the match. Firecracker of a player that's so difficult to keep a handle on. Slice clearance from Joe Gomez. Goes out of play for a throw into Manchester City on the City left. And they're in possession now with Jack Grealish. Rolls it back to Manuel Akanji. Sacked in the morning for Pep Guardiola is humorous in the extreme, but here comes Liverpool. Lovely ball from Curtis Jones for Luis Diaz to run at the City defence. Races out towards the left-hand side. Checks back. Nice pass there for Robertson inside the box. Pulls it back almost towards Szoboszlai, but City managed to clear. And McAllister gets the better of Kevin De Bruyne. Szoboszlai right-hand side inside the box now. Going to tuck it back there for Kwanzaa to get across it, is he? Or Jones is there. Jarell Kwanzaa. Challenge from Doku. Liverpool throw in. Well, this is going to be... It's 7 games without a win.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
You look at the team as well, the way they played the second half, you think to go 7 games, it really is incredible.
Lovely back heel there from Ryan Gravenberch. Curtis Jones and ball stroke forward. McAllister, right edge of the penalty area, trying to set up Gravenberch, but not able to do so. City clear, but Szoboszlai chasing back to find his goalkeeper, and is there to receive it as it comes out, and then back for Kelleher again. Long left-footed clearance from the Liverpool goalkeeper. City with it with Kyle Walker. Managed to get a second bite at it because Liverpool had it just momentarily. It's looks like it's going to go the way that we thought it would, but Liverpool won't be satisfied until the final whistle blows.
No, that's right. You have to see it out. You know, it's been a good day for them so far. We don't want to spoil it.
City in possession, right-hand side with Savinho. Trying to get away from Robertson. The ball flicked off Robertson's foot, and it's out for a Liverpool, for a City throw-in rather. Just over a minute and a quarter to go to the 90. Good defending from Robertson. Picks out Curtis Jones. Works it short for Gomez. Lifts it into the space for Jarell Kwanzaa to run at. Forward ball for Szoboszlai inside the penalty area. Szoboszlai checks back. Is driven wide by the presence of Akanji.
It's a shame that. Yeah. He had Diaz and Nunez who were in the box. If
he's just able to shape his body so he could switch it inside.
Could he?
Curtis Jones with a lovely back heel for Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai chip ball for Robertson to race after. Liverpool about to make another substitution. It's Matador football from the Reds, and the boo will tell you that a City player has got possession. Kyle Walker gives it to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones shoots! Saved by Ortega at his near post. It was going wide in any case, but he couldn't take any chances.
No, he couldn't, and it was Liverpool again. You know, they lost the ball. It was a back heel from Bernardo Silva, which was mad, and then they got a shot away. So Curtis Jones has been good, hasn't he, since he's come on, Mike?
He's been electric, hasn't he?
Yeah. See Harvey Elliott now, brilliant.
Harvey Elliott's going to come on for Luis Diaz. Diaz hasn't stopped.
No, he hasn't. He's been fabulous, Diaz.
Harvey Elliott's had so much bad luck with injuries all the way through his Liverpool career, in all honesty, but it hadn't even got started this season for him, had it?
No, it hasn't. Really pleased that he's back, getting some minutes again.
So Liverpool corner. The left-hand side, going to be taken by the right boot of Dominic Szoboszlai. City make first contact, headed clear, only as far as McAllister, as we have had a minute almost of added time. Got a foul there on Curtis Jones.
Is that Bernardo Silva again?
Yeah.
He's trotting them up.
Yeah, it's lucky, really. I mean, he's a really good footballer, but there's an element of spite about him, isn't there?
Well, you know, Portuguese, isn't it? Similar. I mean, he's similar for me in personality to Fernandes at United. Bruno Fernandes, you know. Both of them really good footballers when things are going well, but when things aren't going well, very petulant.
Liverpool in possession. Striding forward is Ryan Gravenberch. Fabulous run from Gravenberch. Might break here for Robertson. Shoots. Takes the deflection. Double deflection, in fact. And then ricochets out towards the left-hand side for Harvey Elliott. Short ball for Robertson. Back for Szoboszlai. Alexis McAllister. Fabulous ball through to Darwin Núñez. Flags up for offside. In any case, Ortega made the save with Núñez's right foot shot that was blocked. Liverpool close to a third goal on a number of occasions. City in possession with Haaland, receives it from Walker. He's hardly been in the game, has he?
No, it's been really difficult for him because Liverpool have played so narrow and been so compact that when it's gone up to that final third, there's been no space for him to work.
He's had so many bodies around him, hasn't he? It's Doku threads it through there for Bernardo Silva. It's blocked by Van Dijk, and City have themselves a corner. Corner for City that Kevin De Bruyne is in a rush to take.
Van Dijk doesn't think that was a corner.
Doku has come short. Back it goes towards the edge of the penalty area. Doku is in space.
Brilliant.
Another good challenge there by Núñez.
That was brilliant. He's seen what was going on there. He was the only one.
He followed up what City had planned to do. A rather intricate corner. City have got another one, and De Bruyne across is headed away by Núñez again.
Is that McAllister down?
McAllister's gone down. I think he's holding his arm there, actually. Oh. Challenge there by Núñez almost robbed Kyle Walker. We've had 3.5 minutes almost of stoppage time as You'll Never Walk Alone rings out around Anfield. Crossfield ball by Kyle Walker, collected and controlled by Doku. Doku left hand side, back for Ake. Ake can't find a way through. Too many Liverpool bodies, too resolute Liverpool's defending. And that's been pretty much the whole story of the day as the final whistle blows. The 4 minutes of added time are up. Liverpool have beaten Manchester City by 2-0. They go 9 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. But they are now 11 points clear of Manchester City. And we know about how good City are generally after the New Year with these relentless runs, but Liverpool are the team with the relentless runs. They just keep on going, whatever the competition, whatever the opposition. Liverpool found a way, and they've done it again today. They set off like a house on fire against Manchester City. In the opening 10 minutes they could have had 3. As it was, it took them 12 minutes to open the scoring. Cody Gakpo from close range after fabulous work from initially Trent Alexander-Arnold, then Mo Salah. Gakpo swept it in from close range to make it 1-0, but by then we'd already had a Van Dijk header rattle against the woodwork. Shots from Dominic Szoboszlai saved by Stefan Ortega, and City at full stretch to try and prevent Liverpool from scoring a lot more than the one that they got in the first half. The second half was pretty much a different story, and Manchester City had a lot more possession without ever really causing too many problems for Liverpool in a defensive sense, nor for goalkeeper Quaveen Kelleher, who's only had really one shot of note to save. But City kept on asking questions. Fantastic for Liverpool that they had all the answers defensively, but another excellent all-round performance. Mo Salah wrapped it up with a penalty in the second half after great work initially from Darwin Núñez, who come off the bench, and Diaz careering towards the penalty area. Stefan Ortega brought him down. Salah converted the penalty, Anfield Road end. Salah creates one. It's another assist. Salah scores another goal. Fabulous goal scoring season. His 11th in the Premier League, his 13th in all. But the most important part, as the Liverpool players trudge off the field, Manchester City players down in the penalty area away to our left-hand side in front of the City fans at the Anfield Road end. It's another 3 points for Liverpool. It's 3 points that they fully deserve because they were the better team on the day. They had to cope with City fighting back of sorts with all the extra possession. Liverpool's defending was resolute, determined, intelligent, and they've got the 3 points that they wanted. It's been a big, big day for Liverpool, Craig Hignett.
Oh, it's a massive day, Mike. And I think we've seen today why Liverpool are probably the best team in Europe just now. You know, they showed both sides to the game. Incredibly intense, the start of the game. Incredibly dangerous. They were a threat right from the off, creating chance after chance. And then when they needed to be, they were compact. They defended really well. And when they needed the keeper on the one occasion, by the way, in the whole of the game, and it was by Liverpool's own making. Van Dijk dillied on the ball, and De Bruyne robbed it off him. Kelleher come out and made a great save. Yeah, so when he had to, but that was so comfortable for Liverpool. They let City have the ball for a lot of the second half, but the shape was so good. The desire was so good to go and close people down and get close to people. And everything else fell off the back of that. So they got the shape, they let City have it, and then when they broke, they looked like they could cut City open all the time, Mike. And I've lost count of how many chances they actually had. And I'm not talking half chances, I'm talking really, really good chances. Van Dijk had 3 from set pieces alone. Mo Salah had the 1v1 that he went in on. Gakpo had a couple in the first half. Trent had one in the first half. There was so much to admire about that Liverpool performance. All round, it was a fabulous performance. Yeah, they're a mile ahead of City if you look at that now. They're a mile ahead of them.
It's as we predicted before the game that Liverpool were a mile ahead of City. We knew that before the match, and they've maintained that. City had their moments in terms of possession, but that intelligent defending that we've already spoke about. Doku, when he came on, caused problems for Liverpool, and he got into the box on a number of occasions, but there just wasn't another way through. No. City, for all that good possession, even inside the box, couldn't create anything.
No, they couldn't, and that was partly down to how compact and how disciplined Liverpool were in the defending. They knew they had to be. They were vigilant all game, Mike. They didn't give City a sniff, really. For as much possession as City had in the second half, it was all in front of Liverpool mostly. But when balls did come into the box, they defended it really, really well. And at the other end, like I say, they looked like they were going to create chance after chance for me. The first half was as good as I've seen Liverpool. They were right on it. The start of the game, I wanted it to be fast, and it was absolutely 100 mile an hour, but controlled.
There were elements of what we saw in midweek against Real Madrid. We saw that again today at times in that first half, in the first half an hour certainly, where with a bit of better luck they could have blown City away.
It was the finishing, wasn't it? Like I say, you don't expect Van Dijk to miss the chances he missed today from set pieces. You know, you don't expect Mo Salah to miss that 1v1 that he was in. So, you know, whilst we're sat here talking about a comfortable 2-0 win, it could have been 4 or 5 easily, and that wouldn't have flattered Liverpool at all if it was that, because I thought they were so good, did what they had to do, played within themselves to a large extent in the second half, Mike, because they didn't need to do anything else. They knew the shape was good, they knew the discipline was good, and they knew that given half a chance, they'd go and cut City open and create more chances.
And it sets them up nicely for another difficult game I mean, all the games are difficult. We know that in the Premier League, and we know Newcastle aren't setting the world alight, but Newcastle at St James's Park is a tricky fixture, and now they've got a bit of breathing space, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. I mean, this win is massive. You know, everyone's talking about Liverpool now, about the run that they're on and how good they are. This was a test today. Even though City had lost or hadn't won in 6, this was still a real test. So for them to pass it the way they have, teams will be looking at Liverpool and going, hang on a minute, you know, we thought Man City were good, but this team, this could be. And I don't think it's at its best. I think there's still more to come from it, and it is improving. You can feel that as the season's going on. They're getting better and better, Mike, and it's brilliant for Liverpool fans. Hard not to get carried away. I want to get carried away with seeing that. You know, for me, Liverpool have, I think, have put paid to Manchester City's title hopes this year, without a shadow of a doubt. Arsenal are the ones you've got to keep an eye on. 9 points away from Arsenal. You know, the next game against Arsenal could be massive, couldn't it? And that's here at Anfield.
They've already played, of course, at the Emirates. Liverpool are getting better and better, according to Craig Hignett, and he's an ex-footballer who knows just about all there is to know about the game. He's been suitably impressed by what he's seen from Liverpool this afternoon, and so has every Liverpool fan who's been in attendance. It was another accomplished performance. They've beaten the champions of Europe in midweek, Real Madrid, by 2-0. It could have been more, and they've beaten the Premier League champions Manchester City here at Anfield, and it could have been more than the eventual scoreline. Stay with us for the Total Sport Football phone in 0800 731 9333. You can text us on 81333, put the word Mersey before your message, and you can WhatsApp us 08000 321 333. Again, put the word Mersey before your message. Messages are charged at your standard rate. It's been another fantastic day for Liverpool. They're 9 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. They are 11 points clear of the champions Manchester City. Final score at Anfield: Liverpool 2, Manchester City 0.
Total Sport.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
That was all right, wasn't it, Liverpool fans? How are you feeling after that one? Top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League, top of the world after that one. What next for Liverpool? Are you on a charge towards the Premier League title? 9 points clear of the nearest rivals. Let's have a chat about it. Give us a call. Come and chat with myself, with Craig Hignett, with Lou Aspinall, our Red, in the studio as well. And we'll talk about what we've just seen. What next for Liverpool? How far can Arne Slot and this Liverpool team go as they race for glory? Give us a call on 0800 731 9333. And Everton fans as well. You might not want to, but it was a heavy defeat today. Do you want to get something off your chest? You're welcome to give us a call as well. The football phone in here until 7 o'clock.
So this will be taken by Fernandes. All the blue shirts again back inside the Everton penalty area. Fernandes now floats it into the edge of the box. Rashford low, and it's gone in via a deflection. Rashford goes to the far corner flag.
Own goal, I think.
But I don't know who that came off. Maybe Branthwaite.
Yes, it is, yeah. I think he goes with his.
But Manchester United have taken the lead. It was a corner play to the edge of the box. It was obviously one from the training ground. Hit by Rashford, came off Branthwaite and past Pickford and into the net. And United, maybe against the run of play, are leading by 1-0. Pickford, with plenty of time and space on the ball just outside his own penalty area, will work it towards the core 8, and Rashford was right onto that. And Rashford has beaten Branthwaite, and here's Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes will play across to Xerxes! 2-0. Everton caught at the back, and they've been made to pay the ultimate price. Xerxes scores. It's 2-0 for Manchester United, and that was all caused by Everton giving the ball away at the back. Well, we're underway in the second half, and United straight away coming forward with Ahmad. He's up towards the edge of the Everton penalty area. Rashford making a little run. Here is Marcus Rashford, and that is 3-0, and that is the worst possible start to the second half. Everything that Sean Dyche might have just said just a few moments ago has gone out of the window. It's 3-0, and it was simple in the end. Casemiro wasn't the greatest header in the world, but he's managed to find Dallo on this near side. And Mikalenko will find Tarkovsky, who's a bit light, and here's Ahmed. He's got Xerxes to his left. Everton in real trouble. Here's Xerxes. It's there. It's 4, and it's the same story again. And if it wasn't over before, it definitely is now. Manchester United 4, Everton 0, and it was so simple for Xerxes just to provide the finishing touch.
McAllister's going to swing this one out right-footed. Virgil van Dijk's in position, and Gomez to attack the ball. Instead it's short to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai back for McAllister. McAllister back for Szoboszlai. In comes the cross now. Virgil van Dijk! Oh, it's hit the post with the goalkeeper helpless. Oh my goodness, Liverpool so close to an opener. Van Dijk in space at the far post, deliberate header. Beat Ortega and cannoned off the far post.
That's a brilliant ball from Trent.
Fabulous ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Salah down towards the byline right-hand side, collects it on his left foot inside the penalty. Salah shoots, yes! 1-0 Liverpool. The Reds are in front. It's Cody Gakpo. In came the cross. Gakpo with a perfectly timed run as the ball from Salah threw across the goalkeeper. Gakpo deadly from 2 yards, and Liverpool get the goal that their early football has merited. Salah with yet another assist. It was a lovely ball from Trent Alexander-Arnold to open up the City back line. In it came. Gakpo did the rest. In comes the corner from McAllister. City get header clear. Trent Alexander-Arnold just wide with a right foot shot that if it was on target, I'm not too sure Ortega was anywhere near it.
No, he was just looking at it, the keeper. I'm not sure he knew where it was. It was a brilliant touch on the edge of the box from Trent, and then when he struck it, I think it might have hit the outside of the post.
Yeah, it wasn't too far wide, was it?
Oh, it was just brilliant strike.
Just wide.
Oh, here we go.
Liverpool win it back. Mo Salah driving it towards the edge of the penalty area. Mo Salah shoots. Oh, it's wide. When he had Szoboszlai in a great position that he could roll it into his path and into the back of the net. But Salah took it in towards goal, and as Stefan Ortega came out, he had the shot left-footed, but he put it wide.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
well, it's actually over the bar, isn't it?
Yeah, he's put it over the bar. He's done the right thing. He's beat the keeper, but he's just lifted it too high and lifted it over the bar.
Kevin Kelleher in towards the edge of the penalty. That's a penalty, is it? Yeah. Luis Diaz has been brought down by Stefan Ortega as Liverpool put the pressure on City at the back. They won back possession. They had two players racing it towards the edge of the penalty area. Diaz pushed the ball around Ortega. Ortega dived at his feet.
Well, I think they went offside against Salah because Núñez does well. I mean, Diaz robbed the ball, and then when it come out,
he's
definitely impeded him.
Salah has put the ball on the spot. Now he stares at it, stands still, then backpedals towards the edge of the 18-yard box, settles himself, gets ready to make the run up to strike this penalty. Makes that bending run, left-footed, Salah scores! It's 2-0 for Liverpool. Now they've got a bit of breathing space. Salah sits on the hoardings, takes the congratulations from his teammates and from the fans. It's another Salah penalty. This time it's been converted. Oh, bad mistake by Virgil van Dijk. It's De Bruyne, saved by the goalkeeper. That was fantastic from Kevin Kelleher. He gets a massive pat on the back from Virgil van Dijk because that was
I don't know what Van Dijk was doing.
Poor bit of defending from Van Dijk.
Call the football phone in 0800 731 9333.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Let's cross back over to Anfield first of all and chat with Craig Hignett, who is in position to take your calls. 0800 731 9333. Craig Hignett, Liverpool, are they on the verge of something very special this season?
Well, you'd like to think so. I mean, if you look at the last two performances, and I think they're getting better, Liverpool. I think they're getting better and better. Today, the start of the game was sensational. You know, the intensity that they played at, how they smothered Manchester City, the chances they created. It was just brilliant to watch. So, 2-0. doesn't flatter them at all. If it was 4 or 5, you could say, they deserved it, because there's some of the chances they missed were gilt-edged chances as well.
I don't think there can be much criticism, but I mean, not being more than 1-0 up is probably about as harsh as it gets for Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. You go in at half-time 1-0, having played how they did and had the chances that they did, they'd have been disappointed with that. But I can't look at that performance and criticise it in any way, shape or form. Second half, yes, Man City had more of the ball. Did they hurt Liverpool? Not really. Kelleher only made one save, and that was from De Bruyne from a mistake from Van Dijk, which was very un-Van Dijk-like. But apart from that, they kept them at arm's length for the majority of the game.
And let's remember as well, Craig Hignett, that Liverpool have done this today to the champions, to Manchester City. They've done it as well with an injury list, let's not forget. Players missing, key players are out. I mean, it doesn't feel like Liverpool are missing their number one goalkeeper because Kelleher's doing so well, but they are. Konate obviously out today, Jota missing, a few others as well. Conor Bradley obviously picked up an injury the other night. How impressive is it for you that Liverpool seem to be playing exactly the same no matter who the personnel is?
That's really impressive. But I mean, if you look at the starting 11, that 11 is a really, really good side, and they've still got people like Curtis Jones and Darwin Núñez to come on as well. So yes, they've got injuries, but the quality that they've got is just amazing. But the most impressive thing for me is the way everyone comes and slots into certain positions. Luis Diaz playing centre forward, dropping off. Cody Gakpo on that left hand side. The interchange and the interplay between them both. The way the midfield was today, I thought the midfield was outstanding today. Ryan Gravenberch, just from the start of the season, he has been sensational. And Zubimendi was mentioned as coming in. I'm glad we didn't get him, because we wouldn't have
really?
Because we wouldn't have got the Ryan Gravenberch that we've got now. And there's a case to say Gravenberch is better than him. So I'm just so pleased with how it's going now, and I think every other Liverpool fan would be.
Let's speak to one, shall we? Lou Aspinall is our red in the studio. How are you feeling after that, Lou?
I'm so relieved. I'm honestly...
Relief? Is that the overriding emotion?
Nothing to panic about, Lou.
Nothing to panic about. I've said it for weeks. I want Man City now, but it feels like we've got over that hurdle. It feels like there's a monkey off our back of people going, you haven't played anyone particularly big, you haven't done that. We've just took it to the champions of England. 4 times in a row they've won this league, and Pep's there holding up a 6. He is rattled. We have absolutely rattled the champions of England and the club that won the Champions League a few seasons ago. That first half performance, say what we want about Madrid the other day, that was the best first half we've played all season, and that's included some absolutely incredible games. City are dropping off. We look like we're going from strength to strength. I'm over the moon with that performance, and special mentions to Van Dijk, because that was an imperious display from the captain.
How good was he? I mean, he could have had a hat-trick, by the way, as well. He was very effective in the opposite box, hit the post in the first half, but I mean, his defensive display as well. Just how impressed were you with your captain? You've seen him do it so many times before.
Made Haaland look like Calvert-Lewin. Honestly, he was just... Sorry, Phil. But honestly, that he was so good at the back. First to every ball that was there. He was beating Haaland in the air. He was coordinating everything. You could see him screaming at the back line where to be, where to go. Bar that one mistake, of course, but everyone makes mistakes. Like in a back line, you're a defensive team that's playing the ball out from the back. It's bound to happen once or twice. He was absolutely incredible, and we've spoken in the past about, when he first got the captaincy, there were people saying, he's good, but is he a leader? Is he someone who's going to be able to be a captain? That's up there with his top performances, because he absolutely ran the show at the back against arguably the best striker in world football. So yeah, world class.
Let's speak to Jim in Prescott, who's phoned 0800 731 9333. Jim, the Red, I mean, how are you feeling? On cloud 9, I imagine, after that?
Well, I'm walking back to my vehicle, which is about 1.5 miles, because the trains, most of them were on strike. And I don't really care, because I am on cloud 9. And all I can say to Lou and Craig, oh, and by the way, Lou's got the same surname as me, so I don't know if there's any relation.
Well, we'll try and hook you up afterwards. We'll play Happy Families, but I mean, you're absolutely buzzing, and you don't care if you've got to walk 20 miles back to the train, no? No, absolutely not. The thing is, I was there Wednesday night, and I was elated with that. Especially Connor's tackle on Mbappe, got the massive cheer, more than a goal scoring. And then obviously tonight,
it was great to see Mo take the penalty, even though he missed the other one on Wednesday. Fantastic. They all played a magnificence. And as for Raheem Kelleher, saving that from Virgil's mistake, he's amazing. Absolutely amazing. You'd expect De Bruyne to get a goal there, but Raheem, and then the cops start singing Islands number one, Islands number one. It was fantastic. It was such a pleasure to be there and to see that. And the thing is, that's not the Manchester City that I know. I don't know if their bubbles burst or something's gone on, but
could it just be that all rains and all good things come to an end at some point? They really seem to have fallen off the wagon pretty hard this season.
Well, the thing is, that's them, and they got where they were through whatever means. I'm just thinking that maybe they shouldn't have got where they were with the foul means that happened. But the thing is, I think Calvin had a fair game, and as for the penalty, I thought their goalkeeper should have been given a yellow card. I don't know why he didn't.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it at the time. I did think that was surprising that he didn't get a yellow, but
well, I thought he should have got a yellow because he got the last man.
Yeah,
he got to score a goal and took him out.
He went flying in on him.
He would have got a red card.
Absolutely.
So it just beggars belief. But the thing is, Liverpool won, and last week I was thinking this is the toughest week coming up now. With Real Madrid and Man City. But now I'm thinking, bring anyone on because look where we are. Top of that league, miles ahead. Yeah.
Jim, have you changed the way you're thinking now about the season after the last two games that you've seen?
This is Klopp's legacy. This reminds me of what Shankly did, when he first come to Anfield in the late 50s, early 60s, and he turned it all around and he brought in whoever, and then when he left after the FA Cup, Paisley didn't have a problem. He just took over the reins. Arne Slot, all give him his due. He's had to, control them and keep them happy. They've got to give Mo, I'd pay him double the money. But he's worth his weight in gold. He's absolutely amazing.
Well, there's nothing on him, so you wouldn't be paying him much in gold.
He missed a sitter, but he's there to pass the ball to people, and they all played fantastic. He did, absolutely. Trent had a couple of odd misses, but they all played brilliant, and it shows Man City, how it's done, basically, because they didn't even get a corner till the second half. When they started to play a bit, I think obviously Pep Guardiola must have screamed at them at half time, saying you're trying to make me look an idiot. Because they were pathetic in the first half, Man City. You wouldn't believe they were world champions, would you?
Jim, what was it like when Pep Guardiola started giving it back to the crowd after responding to a chance of sacked in the morning? Were you among those chanting that at him?
Well, the thing is, poor Pepe. Let's all feel sorry for Pep. He's never been in charge of a team with no money. He's always gone to a team. That's why he's such a great manager, because he's always had loads and loads of money and spent it and get all the best players. Let's see if he can do it from scratch. Let's see if you can bring a team up from the lower divisions and bring them all the way up. That's what you call a true manager, a great manager.
Okay, interesting. Jim, thank you very much for your call. I love the passion of Jim, who's been in the game there. Thank you very much for your call. Let's keep the phone calls going. If you want to keep having a go at the phone in, you can call us on 0800 731 9333. Reds, how buzzing are you after that? Come on and shout about it, because listen, on top of the world right now, 16 wins out of 18 in all competitions this season. Just how much can this Liverpool team achieve? Let's go to another caller. We've got Tony the Red in Prescott. Tony, good evening to you. You're through to myself, Lou, and Craig at Anfield.
Evening, lads. Hope you're well.
Good evening, Tony. I am now.
Look, a great week. It's been a bit scrappy at times this season, but this week they've really taken it to the big teams. They've beaten the German champions, the Spanish champions, and the English champions today. And I think you can see them improving now. And as has been touched on, even with the injuries, we've got good players. We've got good players who are not even on the bench yet. Jayden Danns is back. Great finisher. Wait till we see him in the cup games in the early new year. You've got people like that coming in. Conor Bradley, unfortunately, picked up an injury. Brilliant again. Curtis Jones, another academy lad. All of a sudden, I don't know whether he should have another baby. I hope Sappy, his missus, says, "Come on, Curtis, we'll have another one, lad." In all seriousness, you can see Liverpool just like going over the horizon here. This is reminding me of the season 1920 when Jurgen Klopp had this won by New Year's Day. It was over. I remember, I think it was a record win. 7 games before the end of the season, we had the league title won. But last season as well, people forget last season, Liverpool were the top of the Premier League for longer than Man City or Arsenal throughout that season. It was only when Jurgen started, saying, "Oh, I might be away here, I'm gone," and all that. We were okay for a couple of weeks, and then the players started thinking, "Oh, well, what's going to happen with us now?" and all that. And then we started to lose focus, and we played terrible. But I think Arne Slot, as Jim's just put there, you see the transition from Shankly to Paisley. It does seem exactly like that. It's hand in glove, fits perfectly, and little did we know. We knew he was a good manager because the Feyenoord fans loved him and they were devastated. You seen the send off he got was exactly the same as Jurgen Klopp got from us, and you thought there's something about this fella. But he's just a consummate professional, cool, calm, collected, and most of all, he can switch a game. He doesn't have to think too much about it. He can see when it's going wrong and he changes it quickly.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with any of that, Tone. I think I said it before. I think Liverpool are improving, and I don't think they've been at their best this season. But this last week has made me think, do you know what? These could go on a proper run. And like you said, the COVID season when they won the title, they didn't need to come back and play. They'd already won it by the time. Yeah. So even if they played no more games, they'd have won it. And this season's got the feeling of that. If they keep going on like they are for the next, I don't know. I know it's a big ask, but 8 to 10 weeks, it'll be done. It's done. I think Man City are done now. I think the only one who can catch them is Arsenal. And if Arsenal come in and get beat, then they're done. Because I can't see this Liverpool team losing 4 games while the others win a lot of them. I can't see it.
I think if you look at Arsenal's next game, I think I'm right in saying, I think it's Man United, isn't it? Have they got to play Man United next?
Yeah, that's right.
If they get a draw there and we beat Newcastle, where does that leave Arsenal? You know what I mean? And Man United, Ruben Amorim has got a little bit of momentum there. Let's say Man United beat them, that takes Arsenal pretty much out of the game as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. It's got to be a massive collapse, Tone.
I don't think there will be, Craig. I think they're too experienced, especially at the back. McKelleher, amazing, unbelievable. We know he's a good keeper, but he's just improving. You look at all of the players. Okay, we just need to get a few back. We know that, but I think everybody's in a similar position at this time of the year. But luckily, we haven't got major injuries, but they're all a few weeks here, a few weeks there. Get them back, and I think you'll just see Liverpool power on. I think they'll beat Newcastle. I think they'll go right through them like a hot knife through butter. They will. They'll do them big time. And if Arsenal can get a result, if Man United can get a result against Arsenal, I think that's Arsenal done as well as they're playing. Liverpool are just going to be too good, but it's so early in the season still. But Jurgen Klopp did exactly the same thing, and we seem to be doing exactly what Jurgen did 1920. And if that carries on, I think it'll be done by New Year's Day. If it carries on that way.
The big thing for me is they look solid. They don't look like they're going to concede goals, or they don't look like they're going to go to bits. Yes, they might not play great in games, but they're so compact, they're so organised and so solid, and they'll always be in games. And with the quality that they've got, particularly going forward, you've got a chance in every single game. I'm so impressed with what Arne Slot's done, because he has changed it. There's subtle changes that make Liverpool, I think that's made them more solid, maybe not as free flowing, but it doesn't matter because they're winning game after game. I've changed my mind as well, because when I've seen Liverpool from the start of the season to maybe 2 weeks ago, I'm thinking they're really good, but they're not at the best. Whereas the last week, I've thought, you know what? If this is them at the best, I'm happy. But I don't think it is. I think they've got even more to come.
I agree. I definitely think. I think I've said to Phil earlier on a few weeks ago. I genuinely don't think this team is anywhere near its ceiling. I think there's more to come from this team, especially when you've got more of the players coming back as well. And we've got some amazing young players who, we haven't. Trey Meone, everyone's seen him. Kieran Morrison, will start seeing him soon. Amazing Northern Ireland international. Real ball carrier, fantastic. It reminds me just of Curtis Jones when he was playing in the 21s. And then you've got Kelleher there. You've got Viteslav Jaros. Last season he won the Austrian League and Cup double with Stern Graz on loan. You've got Mamadashvili. You've got Allison to come back. I forgot to mention Allison. He hasn't come back yet. You look at that squad. I mean that squad now is levels above any other squad in this league. Levels above.
Wow, confidence high from Tony the Red in Prescott. Tony, thank you very much for your call. Have a good evening.